while doing this kind of work because I don't think the two mix well. I'm not going to lie though. It's not drunk, but I'm pretty sure for how much I had to drink. It's not fully out of my system, but obviously you can hear I'm fine. Yeah, I just felt guided to do this because I've already filmed today's ones. I filmed it on Friday, and today's one was very similar to yesterday's one. I just wanted to see if it was a similar kind of energy, but the cards I've pulled are very specific. So I don't know. These ones were just in amongst the other ones. So I just feel I must have picked them up for a reason. But all the other cards are very twin flame. Like I've got two twin flame decks basically. Like one is oracle cards, like the messages from the masculine. Actually, I've got 3 twin flame deck, and then the other one is the twin flame. I think that's called the twin flame ascension deck or something. And then the other one, I've got the wee cards, the wee black and red ones from another twin flame. So there's a twin flame message. I mean, it's always a twin flame message, but this feels like an SOS one. So that is something that I started, I can't remember, 3 years ago or something. And then I just basically, I don't know, I forgot to do it, but it's because it's like, it's when I feel like, oh, it's a really strong message coming through. So I just wanted to get back in the habit. Oh, I just looked at 144 doing them. And like I said, because those are the ones I grabbed, because I thought, I don't know, I'm just kind of sitting here and I'm like, I don't feel hungover. Obviously, that's annoying when people say that. I'm not hungover. It's like, I'm not basically, to me, when you're not spewing and you don't feel like your head's about to fall off, to me, that is not hungover. But it's like, I don't even feel massively tired. So I'm just kind of like, you know what, I'm gonna film something because I've already done one for today. So actually, I could be competing with myself soon because I've scheduled it for I think it was 11 minutes past 1, so it was 1:11. But there's a chance I might finish this before that starts. So yeah, that'll be kind of interesting to see if that's the same energy. But hello, Daniel. What are we lolling about already? Were you just lolling about me wondering whether I was still hungover or not? But never mind hungover. Like I'm saying, I'm trying to work out. God, I think that could still be drunk actually, but nah, I'm totally fine. I wasn't even that bad. Yeah, let's just see what comes out. And I'm going to put my other phone on. So I know already it's a different vibe. It is it's Virgo Sun, 0 degrees Virgo Sun, which is sensible, practical. It's come on, I think we better get the Hoover out and tidy up. We've been partying too much in Leo season, and it's about healing. And it's Capricorn moon, which can feel very serious. Both are earth signs. It can be basically a slap back down to earth reality. And let me fucking tell you, I will never be going out again on a Saturday in the festival ever again. That was fucking scary. I've no idea whether that is just how it is now and every Saturday night up the tunes like that, or if it's just people getting a bit overexcited in the festival. But that was a reality check for me. I was like, look, I'm not being funny. If we don't find somewhere to dance soon, I'm quite happy getting chips and cheese and getting a taxi. Hello, Anna. Yeah, it was brutal. My wee emoji basically covered it. It was brutal. But I wasn't kidding when I said I could literally have a comedy sketch tomorrow, which you wouldn't need to go up into the physical town to see. You just join me on the live tomorrow and me in the spirit world will just make you laugh. But yeah, there was quite a lot about the whole night that was really quite funny. But I'll save the jokes for tomorrow. But I'm sending prayers for your son if that's genuine, but yeah, it's getting a bit, I don't know if that is genuine because you say the exact same thing every time. Right, okay, but again, how do we know it could be genuine? So, you're very welcome. Are you a real person? But the thing is here, if someone wasn't a real person, of course they would answer, of course I am, but I can kind of tell by the Anyway, so this might be relevant to, this might just be a wee cheeky message popping in that's got nothing to do with the twin flame journey, or it could be connected. More than likely, it could be a bit of both, because we never know who this is all going to resonate for. So if you're brand new, just so you're aware, I don't normally drink that much, and I definitely wouldn't normally grab the phone after I've been drinking the night before, but hey, it feels like an SOS message that needs to come through, and we're going to trust that. And yeah, what, I don't even know what that means. We can't be dealing with you. Wow. I don't even know. Like, I'm just kind of like, can't, my brain can't work out. I don't see, that's a troll that's just here to head fuck with you. See, when something doesn't even make sense, it's like, fuck off, mate. Do you know what I mean? Know the day. Know the day. Right. So anyway, deep emotional healing. Your heart is ready to heal from past experiences, and you're willing to devote time and energy towards therapeutic care. So yes, Virgo sun, Virgo anything is about healing. So if this is for you, it's not everyone's every day. Perhaps you're doing some deep emotional healing right now. And like I said, it could be feeling quite heavy because of that Capricorn sun. It's just, yeah, this mix is a dose of reality. And like I said, it just was a very sobering reality that I am, I'm definitely feeling my age, and actually I'm feeling okay with it. And I'm like, I'm sorry, no part of me wants to do that again. And I only did go out once a year in the festival, but that wasn't fun. It was just shit. Totally shit. And see, if I hadn't got a dance, I would have been moaning my arse off. It might seem like I'm moaning now, but like, I got to dance to some cheesy songs, and it's all good. And I did say in the post there, but that is a true story. It was almost literally the last song was the song that I met my twin flame to. It was meaning like when I first met him, it was on in the background, but it was the second last song. It was the one from Dirty Dancing. But like, do you love me? So that could be relevant as well. I think there's a card in that deck that's like that. But I was like, that's a bit weird. And then the very last song was Jailhouse Rock. So this could be relevant to it as well. You may be feeling trapped, or hopefully you or your nobody's actually in jail. But, so self-confidence through God confidence. Believe in yourself by believing in God working through you. Well, we're definitely doing that today. Because, like I said, I've not got as much energy as I usually have, but I'm just showing off that I'm like, listen, I could go out, I could binge drink even though I'm not a drinker. I can dance till 3 in the morning, and I can still get on and do my work. Do you know what I mean? And it's a Sunday, so go me. Right, okay, let's grab this little random mix. So these are like my kind of karmic cards, and as you can see, there's not a lot of them. So what do we need to know? And it was, like I said, it was a very shady message, the one for today. The one yesterday, again, they're all timeless, but the one yesterday was basically you're finding things out from the past. And it's definitely like frenemies and stuff like that, and enemies. So it's just all no very nice energy. And then it continued today. I remember a card came out that said gossip. So, and that's the last of Leo. See, that's why it was mental, basically. Just fucking mental. Rough as fuck. Just rough. The whole night was just rough. Like, I'm not rough. It was just scary. That's like, in whatever way you want to take that, it was just like, what in the fuck is this? I've never seen queues like it in my life. I was like, I'm sorry. I have come to these places since I was these kids' ages, and I am not queuing to get in there. Do you know what I mean? I'm like the least snobby person you could meet, but I was like, I'm no fucking queuing up in this queue with absolute bairns. These are like, I'm about to bump into my pal's kids kind of young. You know what I mean? Like, this is not right. Oh, not good. Anyway, but it was good in the end. Do you know what I mean? I always have, whenever I'm with my best pal, I have a good time. We did have a good time, and we've just had a nice breakfast. Like I said, we just feel our age. I was like, look, it's day drinking. It's day drinking next year, or it's, to be honest, give it a fucking wide berth altogether. That's how I'm feeling. Right, so Are you clairvoyant? Yes, I am. I am Claire the clairvoyant. Right. What have we got? We have soulmates. So we've got something about a soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. What about this? So there is a twin flame card in that deck too, but I take this to mean... So this could be a masculine, whether you're male or female, whether this is you or them. A group of masculines are waking up to the soul connection. I was going to say contract, and then I went with the first. Are waking up to the connection that you have in the soul contract in a bigger way. So there could have been a kind of awareness there, but more of a fear. But now there's more of a kind of, oh, I get this. Oh, what's this about? Elizabeth and the Lion? So again, Elizabeth or Liz or Beth or other variations, there's loads that you could be relevant, but we've just come out of Leo season, literally just last night, because that's what I started to say. That's why it was mental, because that is, I did kind of worry a little bit. I was like, this is either going to be really fun or maybe a bit crazy because it's a Saturday night and the crazy last degrees of Leo and Sagittarius. It turns out it was just crazy. Yeah, but it is time to become a great leader, 20. Yeah, so it kind of is given a group of masculine energy are waking up to the connection, but also it's time to step in to my own empowerment. And again, if this is just you, whoever you are, whether you're a twin flame, I'm going to say it is for twin flames because I've titled it SOS Twin Flame. It's like this could be for the feminines, and it's time for you to step into your own empowerment. Hi, I'm not doing personal readings right now, but thanks for subscribing. And getting married to man will be a good choice, provided man is a nice man. Unless man is a woman and you're same sex, but you know what I'm saying. I can't tell you that. You have to decide for yourself. Is man a good man? Do you have a good feeling? Right. Oh, what's it? See, I do like these cards. They're kind of weird. A twist in the tail. The unexpected. A change you did not see coming. Don't laugh on it. Well, all due respect, Krishna, I could laugh if I want. I wasn't laughing at you. It's just I was laughing at the is man a nice man. So, but if you're gonna get, cheeky, I might be saying bye bye. Wow, what's the deal with energy? This is a bit weird. Yeah, so something unexpected is going to happen that you didn't see coming. So is this something good? Like someone's stepping up and acknowledging the connection. You didn't see it coming. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, that had to go too, because I was virgin on... God, fuck me. What is going on today? Maybe, see what I mean? Your vibe attracts your tribe, guys. This is why you don't go live when you're hungover, possibly still intoxicated. Like, I've attracted major trolls today. Right, a loyal guardian. A magical a magical protector. Right, this is really telling quite a story here. Now I can see why it was an urgent kind of SOS thing, because 33 is my divine masculine number, because it reminds me like someone's having a come to Jesus moment. But dogs are about loyalty, which is why it says look. So look, I do think it is someone's waking up to this, or being awake a while, stepping into their empowerment. It's going to shock you. Also, look, you could have fought like cat and dog because of the cat and the dog thing. But somebody's protecting you. Or somebody's more loyal than you think. There's maybe something, but because I'm thinking back, I didn't watch yesterday's back, but I just know it was about gossip. And actually, right, the one for today that is going to be released in about, like I said, it's like just 40 minutes or something. It basically was like gossip and sabotage, self-sabotage and other people sabotage. Basically other people not wanting a union to come together over a long period of time, which is going to be a lot of us. Because, yeah, twin flames aren't just like, you know, oh, it's some guy you didn't get over years ago or some girl you, do you know what I mean? It's that. It's stronger than that. And it's but, and also actually Capricorn moon is karma too. So that makes it, it's like the long term. It's things that last a bond that lasts a long time, even if you haven't actually physically seen the person in the physical. It's a soul thing. It's like the red string of fate. It's all of that. Hello Vision, thanks for subscribing. I'm not doing personal questions. Remind me never to go live on a Sunday again. This is like, I don't know what the deal is. Right. And yeah, I'm always getting the feeling. Do you know what they're showing you? Like, I'm going to carry on with this, but I'm not kidding. Like, that is because I do get it. That is because that is because I was out last night. That's my energy attracting weirdos. I'm taking responsibility for that. For we're gonna keep going. So it's part of the message. You know what I mean? I do get it as well. Like because I've forgot to do those ones for ages, and then oh look, there's one behind it. It's like, oh look, I thought it was a snake, but it's a dragon. But I did see it as a snake at first. Oh, that's a bit dramatic. And that's today, the 23rd. So something could have been building in a masculine around the 20th. So what was that? Thursday. And then something's like, the time has come, the time to act is now. I mean, and that's funny because I might never have found that. So this is why it's like an SOS sort of message. So it's not for everyone, but it's like the time has come to act. And you're not going to see this coming. Or like I said, this is somebody's getting that feeling. Yeah, and it is quite interesting actually. The ones I thought, what was it? The ones I filmed for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I saw 2 other massive channels, right, put out the exact same message that I'm talking the exact same message that I channeled yesterday, but I'd filmed it on the Friday. So that's where that's kind of like, I know I say this fairly often, but like that's kind of like I would understand because I'm a small channel if people were like, and actually I have noticed some of these channels, because I like these channels, like some people are actually finding me through these channels, and I'm like, God, that's quite funny because I wouldn't blame them if they're like, oh, she's copied her. And it's like, well, actually, no, I haven't because I filmed it the day before and you hear me saying the day. But it's like, so, and again, if you're new, I don't say the channels that I like because I just think it keeps it classy if I'm saying something that I don't like about something. But also it's like I like to keep these places sacred for, because there can be haters, you know, of mine and other people's that would say. But again, some of these channels are so big that, you know, haters and lovers are going to find them. But the point is that it was more the fact that it's just what I say with it. Like I do actually get messages a lot before some of these bigger channels of thousands and thousands and, you know, in some cases hundreds of thousands, and or, you know, so if you have found us recently or if you've been here a long time and you just look out for what I mean, and you'll see it happen quite a lot because I see it. But that was really mind-blowing because it was literally like this, it was the exact same message that several other people had got but after me. So that's why I'll be interested if whatever comes out here is a bit. And actually, this I've already seen one that is like this. Actually, it is actually the same. Like you don't see this humming that someone's just going to suddenly take action. But we take that a pinch of salt because fucking read things like that all the time. Love, yeah, look, someone's going to take action. Love, because it's unconditional love. It's love and relationships, self-love, respect, nurturing, compassion, empathy, happy relationships. The twist in the tail is someone's coming forward, loyal, stepping up. You're my soulmate. You're my twin flame. I love you. You get the fairy tale. My life is sweet. Yeah, look, life is sweet, but why does she look raging? Something happy's gonna happen in love and twin flames, but someone's jealous. I'd say there's quite a few. I think that's like jealous onlookers or karmic energy, and then she looks quite sad. Maybe that's someone that doesn't want to let go of a masculine. Oh, there's another one. She looks sad as well. Hello, 999. I am reborn. Yeah, look, someone's went through a huge transformation. Oh, begging you. No, I don't like that wording, but let's read it. Wanting you back. It's consistent. This is a consistent. Wanting you back. Regretful. Apologising. Wanting second chance. Chance. Desperation. Needing you. Yeah. Look, I know a lot of yous that are die hard on the you are going to have seen like this. A lot of people are getting messages like this. No, I'm not going to buy Bitcoin. Fuck. Like, sorry, I'm never doing this again. Never ever coming live on a Sunday with a hour and what in the hell? Look, there's another love. Yep. I mean, well, we just stop now. Unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. Insecure in reverse, that's what we like to see. Hinting. Well, hinting does no good, does it? Hinting at feelings, shy, in their shell, indirect, hiding feelings, keeping their cards close to their chest, in denial. Sunglasses. That's not a good one, I don't think. Watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. But it's destiny. Fated, guided by spirits. Oh, look, soul contracts. Yeah, look, 2 cards that say soul contract, 3 cards that say love. Unless my maths is going off. Divine, meant to be, surrender, it'll happen, soul path. So basically, people are waking up with soul agreements. I'm going to title it something like, this is serious shit. Virgo, Sun, Capricorn, Moon. It's giving growing up and facing reality. And like I said, there's a funny synchronicity with me being like, oh my god, 42, it turns out is the age. I'm done. I can't even dance one night in the festival. That was just one night too much. Right, let's see. Let's check in. What have we got for the feminine then? Where's the feminine at? It's not everyone, but the group of feminines are going to resonate with this. Where are you at? Because I've not used these cards in a while. Clear energy blocks. Well, that's right in my case, isn't it? I need to keep hydrating. Although I do feel fine. Clear energy blocks, activating the higher chakras. Open your heart, set love and boundaries. So I feel if you're the feminine energy, I feel you've been consistently clearing your energy. I feel this is for people where this is like over a long period of time, years, but you've kept your heart open to this person. The 9-9 portal could be significant. We're not too far away from that. Or it could just be a significant date for birthdays, so could the 1st of January. But I feel you've had love and boundaries with your masculine. Because that can be hard to have loving boundaries, because even if you're meaning them to be loving, someone could still take it the wrong way. But I feel you've had boundaries with someone, and they could have went to being like, fuck you, to, oh right, I kind of get this, and it's actually helped me in my own life. That's kind of vibe I'm getting. Right, masculine. Oh, you see? Oh, very interesting. The masculine has karmic purge. Now, don't forget, we're in the Eclipse hallway. I like to call it hallway. Everyone else calls it a corridor. I like to be different. So, mirror reflections. So, whatever it is the feminine's been doing by you clearing your energy, which also encourages your twin flame to clear theirs, eventually, and by setting love and boundaries with everyone in your life, but where it comes into your twin flame. Some of you might not needed to do it if you haven't seen this person in years, but no doubt at some point, if it's not actual in the physical, it is energetic, because all feminines go through, oh, I love you, I just want to send you healing, I just want to, you know what I mean? It's like, then you're just like, fuck this, you know what I mean? That person will find their own way. Destiny will bring them back to me if they'll be guided. Do you know what I mean? It's a soul contract. You can't escape it anyway, even if you want to. Right. So, mirror reflect, yeah, karmic, basically, eclipse season is about that, and because of the yesterday, the sun in Leo was exactly conjunct. Wait a minute, I need some of this, what do you call it? Water with the wee orange tablet in it. Start to feel a bit rough there. Not like spewing rough, but got the old hydration drink in my niece's bottle kind of thing. Wait a minute, this has got a message on it too. Keep going to the end of the rainbow. You can't see it, it just says rainbow, but it says keep going to the end of the rainbow. Right. And this is coming in strong with the feminine vibe. The feminine has had to be Wonder Woman. Or Wonder Man, if you're a feminine that's a man. Right. But, so, the South Node is about past life karma and your actual past in this life. And also it's where we can often stay in our comfort zone. So I feel the masculine was in a comfort zone, possibly still is. But by you being... Are people chatting each other up in the chat? That's hilarious. You single 999. That's like someone's chatting somebody up in the chat. It's not that kind of chat, guys, but it's kind of entertaining. But yeah, it's like by the feminine having boundaries and clearing your own energy, it has done exactly what I said. Like, it's encouraged the masculine to... You've been a mirror for them to see what they need to see and to clear the karma that they need to clear. And like I said, that would have been a really pivotal day yesterday for that. But it's still... That's energy still around, you know, although it's not exactly conjunct Leo anymore, it's only just went into Virgo. So that energy of the South Node is still very strong with the sun with a spotlight on it. Oh, look. What did I just say? Even hungover, God and the guides are speaking through me. I just said clearing karma. Karmic purge, clearing karma. But notice, as I pulled out both these cards, they weren't quite reversed, but I kind of pulled them out like that. So it's like, it does... For some people that this message is for, your person has already cleared a lot of energy and you've shown them a lot and they're grateful, because also these two people are bowing down to each other, like, and that's how it should be, not like in that begging card. I don't like things like that, because that looks a bit shit, do you know what I mean? That's, I don't know. I like the words though. Want you back, regretful, apologise, want a second chance, desperation, need new life. So again, obviously whoever this guy is, he really fucked you over at some point. You know, or girl, but it's we stick men, whatever. But yeah, so it's like someone's faced their shadow through whatever this is all about, and they've been clearing their karma. Like I said, for coming out, look, I don't like this, right? Because I'm not one of these people that's like, oh, 6 is it's the number of love. No, no, no. When we've got 3 of these numbers, we don't like that. That's the devil, right? And we've got that in this combination. So I do feel they're saying as well, the masculine has been caught up in addictions, toxic people around them, being pulled into the underworld, the lower world, whatever you want to call it. But it's like, what it's doing is it's awakening the Kundalini energy. And again, once your Kundalini energy is awakened, specifically on a twin flame journey as well, because Kundalini is not to be fucked with, even not on a twin flame journey, but when your Kundalini is awakened on a twin flame journey, it's interesting because it can really create a surge of activity in your psychic senses, your clairs, which I'm an expert on. I'm not going to explain that. Should be self-explanatory. But also because I say all the time, like, you know, mine was very extreme and very sudden over 36 hours, and I've never ever seen anybody else talking about that happening because it's so rare. And it's dangerous, you know, it's dangerous for that to happen, like, you know, it's but so it doesn't need to be that extreme, like that's happening something, but I do feel it's extreme. But basically it's like, well, it's the kind of vibe of like if that's kind of taken over you and you're not really in control of it, like it could be like someone could just be pulled by the intense desire and feel driven to it and not even really understanding why. Like, you know, it's like angels or guide destiny. But I mean, if someone's in a really sexual energy, it could almost seem like, is it the angel or is it the devil? Because that's why the devil card is not just about toxic stuff and it's about sex, and it's not always a bad card. I've got if the devil comes out, that'd be quite interesting because it's that deck where it's like, you know, it's got a lot going on in the card. It's got the wee woman sitting on a pile of money, and it's got someone being puppet. Yeah, it's interesting. Right, have we got anything else? What else for? I feel like I want another card for the masculine. Did you see I eventually changed the covers to the tigers? So this is my feminine energy. Look, blossoming. Yeah. Yeah, I think really since the 8-8 portal as well, a masculine has been blooming into their soul self. And look what I just said. That's why they made me say that about the tiger, because that's my divine feminine energy. And I know a lot of other people connect with it. Whether you see that as a feminine or whatever, or it's just your animal. But look, since the Lionsgate portal, that's a strong message for some people. The masculine's really been blossoming with their own feminine energy, therefore really seeing what they couldn't see before in their own divine feminine. And if yet another message again goes the way where somebody is realizing they chose the wrong person, well, I'm not going to be surprised, but it's getting boring. High Priestess, expanding. Yeah, look, the High Priestess, the divine feminine, with the real divine feminine, please stand up, is creating waves because the masculine's consciousness is expanding, their feelings are coming online for the first time or in a big way, like as in, oh my god, like this, I'm in love, and this is like it's if I feel overwhelmed when I'm channeling this, when I'm tapping into the masculine energy. What else? 10-10 could be significant. Oh, that's interesting. Now that's interesting. It came out reverse. Like, see people on replay, you've actually got no idea how many trolls are coming on. This is hilarious. I just hid you. Why is that still there? Oh. Look, 8-8 again, Path Alicia. To me, that's always like the new earth energy. And that's the old earth. See, that's the addictions and the toxic people and the people that betray you and the people you can't trust. And kind of boring too, because it's black and white. There's no colour. But a lot of people choose to stay here. That would be like staying in your south node. I'm just going to stay here because this is what I know. This is my comfort zone. That's scary. Looks more exciting. It looks more colourful. But it's into the unknown, and it's scary. And actually, that song could be quite relevant because that came on my Spotify yesterday and I just listened to it. I do like all the Frozen songs. I normally skip it, but I'm like, no, that is totally the vibe. It's like, you know, at the start of the song, she's saying, actually, it's very relevant to this. I can hear you, but I want some look for trouble. You know, it's like she's thinking it's an enemy. Like, who's that voice? And then she realises it's her own. So whether it's about you, whether it's making sense for you and your own, or it's making sense about you and your twin flame, it's like, it can be relevant to both. Being like your own worst enemy, or you're you know, fighting like cat and dog, or there's something going on where there's been a bit of weird energy that's balancing out. But because that was in reverse, we could take it that actually someone's made the decision. Or someone's going through a bit of turmoil while they're clearing energy. Ooh, getting a bit confused about the signs. Mystical messages, 7-7 portals, follow the signs, but it's in reverse. Confused about the messages. And yeah, maybe feeling like it's too late for union, because that would be like, look, the Holy Grail, union, but it's in reverse. Confused about whether this is possible. Because I chose the wrong person. Oh, fuck. I knew it was good. Look, I don't think I can have union, actually, because I misread the signs and I chose the wrong person. And it's quite intense change. I'm channeling a masculine now. I was not in my higher conscious awareness. I was in my shadow. I was operating at a lower frequency with toxic energy, and I chose the toxic path, possibly person, most likely in this case. So it did not lead to personal freedom unleashed. And instead of the hand being unchained and free with the butterfly, I'd say they chose a false twin flame, a karmic energy, which is quite interesting. Again, I don't want to... It's not, yeah, I can be cryptic and I can say things without saying it, but it's interesting, like, when I, like, somebody was talking to me yesterday, and then, but you know, just because everybody knows everybody, and then it was like, oh, who was your, you know, not twin flame, it was who's your, and I was like, I'm not saying, and it's like, and they didn't know him anyway, but it was just weird, you know what I mean? It's not even that's interesting, because you're like, I don't even want to talk, when you're past your past, I don't even want to fucking talk about it, but it's like, it's something like that, you know what I mean? It's like, the masculine has misread the signs at some point, and they feel like they can't now be with the real divine feminine. Look, they're going to be closed off to me because I chose the lower timeline, but I've released it now. Look, I didn't have my heart open to who I now knows my divine feminine, because I know who is not. But I'm releasing my lower self. I don't like that wording, but I'm releasing the lower timeline now. I'm not that guy, I'm not that person. And again, I had another synchronicity, it makes sense for that too. But, look, I'm on the right path now. I'm Neo. I'm getting out of the Matrix. Fast track to ascension. That, by the way, this is definitely someone that this could be rough. This feels rough. That's so crazy, because I haven't titled something SOS Twin Flame for ages. I kept meaning to. But someone's having a Kundalini activation. It's making them intensely clear their energy of anybody that they've rumbled as being toxic. Whether it's romantic, friends, family, and something like whatever it is. Releasing the lower timeline. Going through, I would say, a bit of crazy energy, because a lot of upside down good cards and some, but it's to fast track them to who they're meant to be and who they're meant to be with, because it's destiny. And again, some people could be begging, because it depends what they've done. Definitely if there was insecurity involved, because people can act like absolute see you next Tuesdays, and then mask it with that, and then like it's love. But actually, I'm really quite into you. Castaway, out of your debt, feeling abandoned. Yeah, look, that's why they made me pick up these cards. I haven't used these in ages. Someone's feeling abandoned by you now. They're feeling how they made you feel. Well, look, and they're surrounded by rats. I don't like that word, but look, she is. There's a rat. There's a crab. That doesn't look fun, let's face it. Alice is in a sea of tears. And I didn't even read the title of it. Alice is in a sea of tears. We've got Elizabeth and we've got Alice coming in here. Yeah, look, violet flame activation, but it's in reverse. That's like clearing energy again as well. To speak their truth. Like, yeah, like this is a bit hectic energy. Somebody's coming to speak their truth about they love you. They realise it's destiny. They realise that you're talking the truth. There's a soul connection, contract. I'm in love. Been doing work on myself. And that's how I can see through the illusion. Change your perception. But again, because it's reversed, that, oh god, I don't know how to wrap this one up. Some people can't see through the illusion yet. But the full moon lunar eclipse on the 28th, that is the full moon of illusions. So it can go either way. It's either where some people are going to have that illuminated to them that, oh my god, I picked the karmic partner and I left my twin flame, like, out in the cold. Like, I didn't pick the right person. I didn't pick the union. In other ways, it might be a bit different. Like, oh, I knew that I was going to be with them at some point, but I knew it was love. But I wasn't ready. But I didn't realise this was going to be this rough. I was going to, you know me, I think that's what that is too. Christ, right. Do we need any more? Do we want one for the feminine? See, that makes sense, actually. About processing karmic debris, like you've had your breakthroughs, you've cleared the toxic people out your life. Oh my god. What have I done? That is so crazy. What have I done there? I'm not on the phone to go on me, no one. Yeah, a minute. Guys, I don't know how to fix that. Oh, it's fixed itself. Jesus. I'm not being funny. If that flipped round on me, I would be ending this. Even if it is a... Why is it saying rotate the device back? I have rotated the device back. You can't live stream that way. Oh, why is it not going away? I've got a horrible feeling that's going to flip round. Wait a minute, I'm going to click off and then come back. Why did that? I'm seeing all the angels' numbers. Why did that hide your message? Right, this is quite annoying. I can't. That fucking message won't go away. So something's not like something. Someone can't ignore the signs now, because I've got something that says orientation is locked. Rotate device back, and I have put it around the right way, and it won't go away. So it's like something's. Look, everything's happening in divine order, and it's needed a lot of patience. So again, this could be again that kind of that feels like that could be more serious things, like somebody married someone and then they wake up like, look, wearing a mask. So they found, yeah, look, but look now, oh god, I do think, look, some people are being activated by that sacred sexual twin flame energy, kundalini. Look out for September, look, and it's putting someone into a dark night of the soul, which would explain why the energy was really rough. Let go of expectations of how this all works out. 1111 portal. Stay grounded. It's giving drama. Past life healing. Look what I said about the South Node. Clearing core wounds. Soulmate. Yeah, soulmate in reverse. So somebody could have thought somebody was like a soulmate or even a twin flame if they were in denial. Or if they really thought that, like, but now they're like, oh my god, what have I done? So that's the thing. This could be really quite brutal if someone was like really sure they'd done the right thing, and now that someone's like, this is intense change. What have I done? Because you're merging, your souls are merging. But sometimes this is about the physical merge as well for me, that one. Time to forgive. Look, but heal abandonment. That's what that person's going through. Sorry if you are that person, whether you're a man or a woman. That looks rough. That's the word I keep using because that's just what I felt last night was too. But like, oh. And also look, crystal clear vision, which is always hilarious that that's called that, because like I called myself before these cards came out. Someone's having trouble seeing clearly what the fuck is going on here, and it's like having, like, somebody could be having a breakdown, a meltdown. This is not fun energy. And feeling like they won't be forgiven because that was in reverse. They won't be forgiven for, like I said. Or actually, I've never read this card this way, but someone might feel like they're not going to be forgiven for not getting what this was. Like understanding it was a strong connection, but really kind of focusing on the intensity of it and like, you know, that's a load of shit. Like, that twin flame thing's a load of shit. Like, yeah, we've got a strong connection to each other, but like, I could see it being that as well. Like, that's false. Especially because so many people talk about these days, and a lot of folk don't even fucking know what they're talking about. And then you've got the whole other category of people that are twin flames, but they're in denial. So then they'll really bash what twin flames are. Sorry, that could be triggering for some people, but there's a lot of people that do that too, and it's fucking annoying. Like, I can see through that, but people have got their own reasons. But because there's no way you can be pumping out amazing twin flame messages and you're not a twin flame. Right, okay, so what do you want to say then, Mashlin? Because this was all quite intense. Like, God knows what we use for a thumbnail. Yep, I daydream about you. I think that's a problem. Someone's having dreams about you. I had a dream last night that the club we were in was offering us toasties. And then my best pal was like, they're missing a trick not doing that. I was like, I know. It felt quite real though. It was like we were having a toasty in the club. So many songs remind me of you. So this person, oh, and then that's interesting. That that I started off saying, because that is what happened. That the song that, again, I just love all the Dirty Dancing songs, but I just think it's really funny that is the song that was on when I met him, because I just think it is Well, it's a sexy song, you know. That is, if you know that song, it's like it's like very Twin Flames. I can't get you out of my head. I think this is it. This is the energy I'm feeling. Like, you know, someone can't get you out of their head, and so this is a problem whether the person's on their own and trying to fight this. But it's definitely an even bigger problem if they're not on their own. Very intimidating. Again, a lot of people have chose somebody else because of that. I feel so much regret for everything said and done. It's tying in. I have a plan, but you have to trust me. My life has changed so much since meeting you. Now, again, you might need to change that slightly if you've known the person forever. It would more be like if something's reminded them again of you, or you've bumped into them somewhere or something. It doesn't need to be a literal meeting, but something's, yeah, it's just time to wake up, basically. That's the way that I would see it. It's destiny, it's fated. God's like, right, you're no fucking waking up, sleepyhead. You need to wake up. I let my doubts and fears get the best of me. You mean the world to me, but I sabotaged it because of that. I don't want to keep hurting you, so I stayed away. But now I feel like I can't stay away, and I knew it was going to hurt you because someone hurt me, and then sometimes people bleed all over the people that didn't hurt them. And again, maybe somebody did do that, and then they're realising they done that. But some people stayed away because they didn't want to do that, and some people it's both. I'm taking responsibility for my mistakes. I don't want to lose you. One of the mistakes was I thought I couldn't have a life for you, and now I can picture a life for you. And that's why all the cards are giving, oh fuck. I'm just not good at communicating my feelings with you. I've had very you've already told us, mate. You daydream, and now you've had very vivid dreams. But you lied. What did you lie about? Will you ever forgive me? Well, that depends. What did you lie about? I think Divine Feminines know. I think in your own situation, I think you know what they lied about. All I want to do is talk to you. Everything I do it for future. I've been learning a lot about it. But yeah, look, someone's waking up to be in a twin flame. The silence is killing me. If I don't get off this in the next 11 minutes, I'm going to be competing with my own live stream that's about to be published. I'm trying to trust in divine timing. Fear that if you get too close, you will hurt me. Look, yeah, I'm going through a lot. That is, I can't, like, someone's going through it. And again, it's quite funny because I do, like, it was rough last night, right? I keep saying that. That's the word I keep using. It was just rough in every sense of the fucking word. It was brutal. It was rough. Like, it was kind of like, right, I feel my age. This doesn't feel very fun. I'm not standing in a queue. I'm just not standing in a queue for a long time to get into shitholes that I've been going to for the past 20 odd years, which you never had to fucking stand in a queue. Not to mention some of the bouncers are absolute fucking power trip. I remember having an argument with one. I had an argument with one once. I think that was a few years ago. I was like, fucking get over yourself, mate. But I don't like that either. And I could see they had that. It was a bit dramatic, actually. It was like, we went to walk in, they were like, that's the queue. And then my pal was like, are you fucking kidding me? Because again, first of all, couldn't believe how young they looked. Literally looked like just turned 18, if they even were. And it was the whole queue was that young. And it was like a massive, and I was like, nah, absolutely fucking not. That's the fallback place. So people that are my age from Edinburgh, I know you're going to hear me, because when we eventually did find somewhere, it was actually one of the original places I wanted to go. Actually, do you know what? Do you remember the Twin Flame journey? Destiny, where's that card? Destiny had my back in that way. Because it was like a kind of, somewhere where I was like, I'd quite like to go there, because it's just the kind of cheesy sort of, and there was hardly anyone there, and it was like, I was alright with that, because it was a bit overwhelming, the rest of it outside. But yeah, I said to the bouncer, I was like, all the places that you used to go when, you know, when we thought it was people that were a lot older, which is quite frankly people that would have been younger than what I am now. It was all the places that are like, yeah, if you're really struggling, you can just go to there. There'll be a lot of older folk, but it'll be fun. And none of these places are open. Or if they are, all the younger ones are taken over. But I mean, it's just, and that's what I mean. You've got to accept defeat. It's like what I would have said in my pit, like, you know what I mean? You want to be at home with a cup of tea in your slippers and your jammies, or in your bed. It's time to throw in the towel. But again, with me it's a bit different, because I only go out once a year, so Aye, this person misses you. They're going through a lot. You're different than what I'm used to, but I like it. Yeah, you would like it if you've picked a false twin flame, somebody that's making your life hell, but I send you telepathic messages. I've nearly used the whole deck. Like I'm battling my addictions. So that in that context, it would be codependency. Like I couldn't get out of this connection, even though I knew it was brutal, because I was stuck in my south node, my past. I got a tarot reading on you. That could be somebody simply coming across something like this, or they actually have went out their way to get a tarot reading. Coming back soon because they said we're soulmates. They said we're twin flames. They said you're telling the truth. Maybe that's true. I've always said that though. If you go to a genuine person would tell the truth about, you know, you've picked the wrong person or you've chose a path that's going to lead you, you know, to not I don't feel good enough for you. I'm not ready for commitment. Again, this could actually be some people that just chose to stay a player and single because it's easier. I literally used the whole deck there, but I think it was relevant. Right, okay, now, this is going to be the real thing now, and I'm going to get off before I start competing with myself, because it's about to... it's about to... There's something with that, how I keep saying competing with myself. Do you know what I mean? Because when your twin flame is your energy, that's something... There's a bit of competitive energy here. If that devil card comes out, I'm not going to be surprised, or the tower or something. Right, let's ask something. Why has this message felt like that it needed to come out? Because somebody couldn't see. Or maybe, again, they still couldn't see. Look, weighing options. Decision. Impasse. Avoidant. Like, someone was in denial, avoidant. Had a choice to make at some point, and they're seeing it as, oh God, I couldn't see, now I can see. That would have been where my happiness lay. Happiness, vitality, confidence, fun, success. Like that would have been the successful road. But I couldn't make a decision. It's that crossroads energy again. Look, delays, resistance, stalling, indecision. I couldn't make a decision. Also, every time that card comes out, the little baby on the card feels important here too. Someone was, I think, in a difficult situation here. I love this person, but I've got into a situation. That's not for everyone, but that's definitely going to be the case. So remember, this can be past, present, or future. Look, I played games. Play silly games, you get prizes. Sometimes a prize. I mean, babies are beautiful, but you know what I'm saying? So I've had to be disciplined and admit defeat. Knowing that I couldn't move on from here, but there's unfinished business elsewhere. Secrets, disconnected, silent, like that's when someone ghosts you. But also High Priestess in reverse is dark High Priestess energy. So, I mean, look, that's given someone was stuck because they played games with a kid. Sorry to say it like that, but I mean, what I mean is somebody could have trapped somebody with a baby. If we're not getting that crystal clearly. Negative self-talk, releasing pain, forgiveness. But that's somebody... So this could be again, it'll be different for different people. This could be recent or it could be ages ago. And it's not, again, I'll always stress when ones like that come out, that's specific. That's not everyone's, but that's... You can see in the pictures, that's definitely... Giving, receiving, sharing, generosity. Now someone wants to give equally where they didn't before. And yeah, look, that's that message. Look, something's going to be a surprise. And someone's coming forward, proud, peacock energy, but not an ego. Enchantment, fear, but they are afraid. But look, I know you're my twin flame. Two flames, yin yang. There's the devil that I just mentioned. Yin yang symbol again. Yeah, look, and again, stuck. Someone's got someone like a puppet on a string. Yeah, I'll just take all your money for the baby. Sorry, but that's what I'm saying here. I'll take all the money for the bear. It's for the bear, it's not for me. But look. Hidden enemies. Fear, illusion, deception. And but it's deception. This is going to come out. The full moon in Pisces for a lot of people. Someone's been healing from something. Look, a family situation. That's all a consistent story. That's led to a painful ending. And it could just be a painful ending because this is something that's not planned, and it's painful ending because we weren't in love. Betrayal, or it's darker. Like someone could, like I said, been hurt someone. Like, you know, that feels like someone's hurt a masculine. Someone's in their feelings, wanting to come forward with a big offer to their Empress. That's what's been coming out for days. Someone, so whatever that's all about, that's unique to some people, and that does sound horrible. And it does actually sound like I'm healing from past. Someone's been hurt. Someone's had a painful betrayal from a karmic partner, whatever it is. And now, but it's shifted somebody right into their feelings and knowing where they want to go, and it's their Empress. And you're going to be like, oh my God, I've manifested it. Oh my God, here they are. Oh my God, here they are, making the love offer. Who is this person being romantic? Oh my God, they're telling me I helped them with their healing journey to see the truth. And God has judged them and told them it's time for union. Sorry I was so immature in the past. I doubted this would work. My creativity was blocked. Yes, I had lots of different options. I was confused. In some cases, the masculine's like, uh-oh, I married somebody, and then I moved in with someone. That's ended. They were after my money. They were a snake in the grass. And I don't know what that woman is doing. I can never decide. It looks like she's singing. But it's obvious because the woman's thinking, right, do I get a hoof with somebody? Do I follow the path of Jesus? Because it looks like, I don't know what to say about that one. Do I put an end to this situation? Do I follow the money? Is that person a snake or not? Is it time to get married? Or do I follow my singing career? I don't know. But this is a masculine, like I was confused. I chose the wrong cup. Or I should have chose union with you. I should have married you. Union. Because look, it's like that, wee cups and direct. But I deaded it. Love Island chat. Look, I put an end to this. Before we could even be a real thing, I was like, no, it's not for me. But then I kept revisiting the past with all the memories. I'm breaking free of the norm. Because I've got everything inside me to get out of where I am. Inspired action, manifestation, resources. I'm in my power. Got the power. I'm tired of being in spiritual poverty, worry. This person could have had a rough time with money at some point, or it's actually sorry, but I mean that makes sense with what I channeled there. I do think the hangover's making it a bit more dry humour, but I mean it's what came through. Oh no, I'm now competing with myself. It's 111. Look. Someone's been trapped in something. And all they could do is watch their lover from the past. who's, look. But look, a snake created an injustice. Which led to someone needing to invest. Look, this is somebody rushing. This is going to make sense to someone. Focused action, fast pace, look, someone's in alignment. That's the truth. They've got the truth and the clarity, the breakthrough that they need. And they're going to put the hard work in. Or they've been putting the hard work in, and that's what they're going to be coming forward to tell you. And I've used all the cards. Wait a minute. Oh no, I've not used all the cards, because I'm like, I have not used all the cards because we've not got the Two of Cups card. Like, let's move these out the way. But I think it's pretty much come to an end. Are we going to get the Two of Cups card? That came out for yesterday's one. I don't think it comes out in today's one. Oh no, shit, wait a minute, I think it does. I don't know, something, it was a good message today, but it was people, look, oh, now that guy's the one that's running like fuck, but it's in reverse. Restless, unfocused, impulsive, burnout. Impulsive, though. I think that's a relevant word here. Someone could be taking impulsive action, but they could be... What did that... I'm going through a lot. They could be, like, very burnt out and stressed and all over the place. And coming forward in quite a passionate way. Because, yeah, look, 10 of Pentacles, and it's, like, not upright and it's not reversed. I tried to build a legacy with a manipulative queen. Oh my god, and she's knocked up. See what I mean? I tried to build a legacy with the wrong person. And it could have simply been because of a pregnancy. I got trapped and oh my god, right, this is just... Look, people working against me. That's like one of these situations where I've said before, like, you got to watch. A lot of women will spy on somebody for... I mean, men do that on the twin flame journey. Like men and women, like, they'll watch their twin, like, to awaken. But this is like someone's watched, known who somebody was. They've got money. They're single. That'll do. You know what I mean? And then it's like someone's toxic family could have been in on it too. Like, look, and then it's led to like someone feeling stuck in between a rock and a hard place. I've never got that, but it's because I looked at the rocks and look, and look. Sadness, depression, regret, failure, disappointment, pessimism. An Emperor in reverse got stuck. Now we got, look, remember, someone wants to get to their Empress with a big offer. But this is person saying, look, I was immature in my ego. And I got stuck in a karmic cycle with a snake. There was no love there because I didn't love myself. I've retreated to get into alignment. My passion has reawakened. That's what it feels like, right? Like, I didn't get player... That can be the player card, but I more felt it's like my passion has just started getting hot, like burning hot, like... It's hard to explain. Like, my zest for life has come back. I think whatever this situation is, drained this person everything they had. Money, energy... To the point where if this was, like, sexual, and then that faded quickly, because it's, like, the toxicity of the person overrided it, and it's, like, this person's, like, I'm making plans, like, I can't, whether there's kids involved or not, and it does look like there is in this, however many, like, this is not, I'll do right by what I need to, but this is not my forever. Yeah, look, so somebody could have been holding back in that situation. Look, secrets. There's secrets are coming out here. Someone's not happy. Redirecting their life, letting go of limiting beliefs for their spiritual path. And we already got, I'm learning a lot about spirituality. Private, personal success, fall from grace, ego. Like, so look, normally that's that guy like, woohoo. Like, in this case, I think that'd be like, fucking hell, I'm free. But in this, because it's reverse, it's like, someone's been going through quite a rough, private ego death. Could have taken like sometimes it has to be a fall from grace. If you know, if you've got a big ego to like, yeah, but that makes sense for that one now. That old card that likes to pop out. But it did kind of want to, it came out reverse there, I'd say. But look, what did I say from the start? I chose the wrong person. Like, that's the twin flame. I usually see that as a bit like, that's the twin flame away in the distance. Like, he sent away the twin flame. And then at some point he's had to, right, I don't want you. You're my karmic energy. I need her back. Reconciliation, amends, past resentment. Yep, look, oh God. Oh, look. I married the karmic energy. Personal celebration, inner harmony, transition. But if it's not I married the karmic energy, it's like a personal celebration of that was the wrong connection, that was the wrong union, in some cases literal union. It's been a struggle, I've been overwhelmed. Yeah, it was like vanity, fear. It was toxic. Yeah, but it was a Queen of Wands in reverse. That's a bitch. Sorry, just calling a spade a spade. Upright, hot, fiery, passionate women that you don't fuck with. Everyone wants the Queen of Wands. It's just a fact, you know. It's like, and I don't mean literally. If you identify as the Queen of Wands, and because again I do, like, but I, you know, not everybody wants me. I'm not everyone's cup of tea. But it's kind of like you're just, you know who you are, and that can be intimidating. And this person already said I'm intimidated by it. It's like, if you don't like me, fine, but I love me. I don't just like me. It's like that wee girl. It's like, I don't love me. No, I don't like me. I love me. And it's like, children should speak like that. You should build children to speak like that, so that you've got adults. So you've not got adults that are spending an eternity trying to even fucking like themselves, let alone love themselves. And there's a wasp flying about. So that is, life stings. But yeah, in reverse, a Queen of Wands in reverse is like a nasty tongued fucker. They would ruin your life. And that's what's come through here. And I never read the, I don't like the words on this for the reverse meaning because I don't resonate, but I'll read them. Self-respect, introverted, sense of self. I just feel it's like someone chose a nasty piece of work because look, that is a bad breakup of people in their ego, or it is a marriage breakdown. But that is a matching pair, but not for good reason. Do you know what I mean? That is ego to the max. What does this say? Poorly, see what I mean? This is, it's weird that those cards are more positive in the reverse, because this is correct. Look, poor leadership, aggressive and high expectations. And remember at the start, the person was like, I'm stepping into my leadership. So at some point, this person's been, well, choose all your choice words you want, but like, that's like a really bit, that's a couple that pillow talk at night and just gossip about everyone, but they're actually not happy amongst themselves too. But out in public, it could be like, oh, look at us, we're so hot. My man with the crown, and oh, yes, it's my hot woman and that. And it's like, but they don't even like each other. That's like, that's, and again, if that's not a happy marriage, that's brutal. Yeah, that looked bad luck as well. But again, look, Destin, look, somebody felt they were going the right way, but that's because they were an ego. Look, breaking a karmic cycle. Look, oh, look, again, 10 of Wands, 2 paths. Someone chose the tornado. Someone chose the tower. And it burdened them. But now they're like, shit, I'm getting my bags. That's the way I was meant to go. Starting a new beginning. Got my bag again. Yeah, look, I was obsessed with money. Financially net, wealth obsessed, stubborn. I was stubborn. I think I think some people actually knew it wasn't right, but maybe it was by other people. Yeah, giving up, overwhelmed. It's not the right place. But also that's blocks are being lifted. The conflicts dying down, closing out. This person's getting their energy back. Although it says burnout again, but I'm taking that as the person's getting their energy back, going for their wish fulfillment. Doesn't want the person they want to be single. Getting my shit together. And again, look, it's the guy with the, look, I'm sorry. I broke your heart. I always kept it close beside me, but I'm sorry I put it on a sword. Do you want it back? Let's mend it together. Because I want you to be my Queen of Swords. That's so interesting. That is, if you know the tarot guys, which a lot of people watching this will, right? The chances of the Queen and King of Wands coming out together back to back, and the King of Swords coming out together back to back. Queen and King of Swords came out reverse right enough, but that's still quite nuts, because like I said, it's a toxic couple. It's exactly how I read it. And hello, Lorda. And like I said, this is a very straightforward. That came, I'm sure that came out yesterday or the day. It came out yesterday, or actually, shit, it might be the one for today, because I haven't watched today's one back. I just knew what it was about roughly. That's two people that are going to be very clear with each other. Sorry, I broke your heart. But the truth is, I broke your heart and I kept it. I kept all of it. Like, you never left my heart. But I know that I kept your heart outside of me. You know what I mean? It's, if you can read between, like, it's like I crushed your heart. Because that's her heart. And that's her heart and his sword. She's like, yes, you did break my heart. How are you going to mend this? I'm just going to be straightforward and be like, you did. I'm not going to pussyfoot around this. You broke my fucking heart. But if you've turned into a stand-up guy and you've learned all your karmic lessons, I'm willing to hear you out. He looks a lot older than her, doesn't he? That could be a thing too, but... Oh, yeah, like third party. She broke... Look, that's interesting, isn't it? The third party card is in the middle. You broke my heart picking hussies. Maybe even this is 1, 2, 3, or that's just a group of toxic pals. Partying. Aye, look... Oh, fuck me, I'm done. It's so funny, because I do get why they got me to do this with a bit of a hangover, because it's like I'm being so blunt, but look at this. Probably my 2 sisters. Oh dear, I'm sorry. That doesn't sound good. Sounds like fucking Cinderella and the Nasty Sisters. But look, there's a toxic. That's a money grabber. And I just said the way I channeled that, someone was... And actually, shit, yeah, that was... So the one when I said money, that was the Queen... That was the King of Pentacles. And then now we've got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And he was in reverse. So that is like... I know, this is why this is an important message, right? For twin flames. This is toxic couples breaking down. This is what happens in Eclipse. We've got the wealth-obsessed couple that, oh yeah, look at all our money, look at our stuff, look at our fancy holidays. We might even be like a good-looking couple, but we're obsessed with money and we're not happy and blah, blah, blah. And then the King and Queen of Wands, again, it's flashy, all the same kind of energy. Just Pentacles are about money, fire is about passion. So we could just be, oh, really overly sexual and blah, blah, blah. But again, and then it's toxic as fuck. And it's like the kind of people that break up every weekend, you know what I mean? But then they're all over each other and it's all like a toxic cycle. But that one specifically, I always find it interesting because she's got the wee girl. It's like it should be a cute card. It should be like, I'm a boss bitch. I'm a single parent. I'm looking after my kid. But I don't ever see it that way. I see it as I'm sitting with tons of money. And there's a child involved, you know what I mean? Conflict. Resistance, transformation, inner purge. That's the karmic purge. Oh, that's a good way to see it. Her and her younger self. Yeah, that's interesting. Sister affies with everyone after me. What do you mean? Your sister goes after your fellies. Fucking hell. I just think that's one of the scum of the earth. Sorry, I don't use that phrase a lot, but I'm going to, like, see people like that go at, like, that's disgusting. That is, like, sick. I'm sorry if that's horrible. I mean, it's bad enough when, actually, shit, I know why we're talking about this. It's bad enough when you're soul sisters or, like, a sisterhood or brother, like, you know, if you're pals, whether you're a man or a woman, go after your love interest. And even, I think, friends from your past. Like, there's such a thing as loyalty. And that's what today's one was about. Or yesterday's. I think it was a bit kind of similar. Today's one, if I'm remembering rightly, there was a lot of gossip about a union that was prevented from coming together. But the gossip is going to be, look, it didn't work. They're together. But look, this is a masculine, can't sleep at night. Anxiety, worry, fear, depression, nightmare. Because again, that makes sense. You would. Because look at, like, everything that's come through. But now I'm in balance. Like, whatever it is that's got them in balance. Every tarot reader says my missus is a cheat. Well, I mean, but White Trout Channel. Funny name. You can't... How do you know that, you know what I mean? If it's just a general reading. Like, I mean... That's what I always say. Like, look, I love doing this, but you got to take it with a pinch of salt because people can get a bit obsessed with thinking every reading's for them and it's not. And also the thing that I found from being somebody that likes you and stuff like this too, something could be word for word so resonating. And the confusing thing is, it might actually have been, like, I've said this before, right? But I was actually saying this to my best friend yesterday. There's one that I watched from someone I don't even watch anymore, but it was one I watched and it was when I tell you, like, I'm not shitting you, it was what I do, it was my job, like, mentioned a shaman, it's what my twin flame is, like, his job, it was my favourite songs, his favourite songs, it was like, you know, things, it was all, it felt like it was I was actually embarrassed, because I was like, fuck, if anyone else sees that, they're gonna know that's me, but, like, because it's years ago now, I'm saying it, you know, I did say it before as well, but it was so meaningful to me that I was actually crying, and like, and I was, do you know what I mean? So it's like that can happen. But what I'm saying is, listen to what I'm saying. It was 2 years ago. It might have even been 3 years ago. I think it was about 2 or 2.5 years ago. And I've said this before, but like, it can get a bit addictive. And I didn't stop watching that woman because I actually stopped watching it because it was quite addictive, and she must have placements that really gel with mine. She was picking up on my situation all the time. And I was like, I can't watch her. So it's funny, like, I'm not lying. I don't watch her. I see her thumbnails and you know, send her good energy when I see her things in my timeline, but I don't watch because it was crazy. She just kept picking up on me. I was like, but what I'm saying is, none of that was happening. Like, literally none of it was happening in the physical. But I knew it was my message. Like, it was just like, yeah, just trust me when I say there was quite, like, total specifics. And that's happened with quite a few people over the years. But the point is, you can't, like, you know, it's not like people. That's what annoys me when people say, oh, it's a weekly reading, because nobody actually knows that. Like, there might be elements of what comes through in the weekly reading, especially if it's people like me and it's astrology, because we're telling you about astrology. So it's like, you know, it's like the astrology weather, but it's like, when it's the twin flame thing, you got to be very careful, because it can be years out. Now, we live in a time now where we're instantly manifesting, and I do think this is, I think in this case, I think this is real-time energy. I think this is, I think this is quite real-time energy, because I didn't need the cards, this is what I felt as well. And also, like, I think the feminines are so detached and emitting that kind of energy too, that it does create that panic in the masculine. That's, well, it seems like it's not been there before, to be honest, let's be honest. Or if it was, they were able to push it down. But, creepy, she is toxic, she's with my son's dad. What? Who is this? So this is your sister is with your ex? Oh my god, I'm sorry to hear that. That's like what Denise said, that her auntie got with her ex. Like, fucking hell. I'm just laughing at you. Every tarot reader says my missus is a cheat. She goes around spinning her narrative on me, yeah. Not, is she a narcissist? I do. Could they be picking up my ex's energy in me? Yeah, well, but this is what I mean. Like, elements of it could be. And also, like, you know, I'm so specific that, like I said, it's like what I'm saying about that woman, or there's people that still watch it. It's like that. And I know because I've heard them say their placements, and I'm like, that's why they keep picking up, and it's so resonant with me. But because I'm like Scorpio rising with my Pluto, when I find other Pluto and Scorpio, it's like some people, like, there's a guy that he'll laugh if he watches this, but he's like, it seems like you've got a camera in my bedroom. And I'm like, I can assure you I haven't. But do you know what I mean? It's like, I know what he meant. It's because because Pluto is so intense in Scorpio and mine's a 0 degree, it's like I'm holding a key to everyone's secrets. Sorry, not sorry. And I might not even know it. I channel things, and I don't know who the fuck this is going to. Elements will resonate with people, but someone will be like, "That's my whole fucking story." But yes, to answer your question, it can be exes too. Like that. That's an interesting thing that's happened to me. Sometimes I've been watching something, and if they're really going in on the divine masculine, but they're sounding totally karmic, and then it took me a few years to be like, "Oh my god, that's not my twin flame. They're talking about my actual karmic person from years ago who, yeah, like I definitely, but then sometimes it was my twin flame too. It's hard to explain. I met someone new. Hope this is my twin flame. Well, I hope so too. Kind of hit watching them on the head a bit. Yeah, you have to. So are you a guy? Literally, I'm happy with my... Are you both guys or someone? No. You're Lorda. Are you a woman? I'm just... Yeah, you're a woman because you were saying your sister. Yeah, and you're a man. Yeah, where are you from? You don't need to say where you're from, but I'm just interested because I was just saying this to my best friend yesterday. I was like, see, when I was in that club yesterday, right? I never think this, right? Because I just don't, right? But it's always after, like, they're, oh, look what I just done. I just turned that over and that's how it was. Oh, you're in Northern Ireland. Oh, that's where me and my best friend, I was like, listen, I'm going to Ireland, like, before the year is out. I'm just determined, right? And she was like, well, if you don't go with who you want to go with, I'll go with you. And I was like, really? Because she's married and she's got kids and everything and that. Do you know what I mean? So I was like, well, okay. But I don't think it'll be this year. I think it'll be next year because it'll probably be too cold. But look. Is that I said fuck this in the relationship, now I'm changing my mind because that's my fuck this card. Fuck this, it's too intense, I'm walking away from it. I'll be able to get over this. I'll be able to get over this easily. But then someone's like, oh, I abandoned my twin flame. And now I'm like, and then they're eventually going to get to, I can't walk away from this, can I? I've tried everything. I can't walk away. Because it is my twin flame. It's, they care about me just as much as they care about them. Because that's why I love that. Because it's, like, it's, you know, a kiss on the forehead. I do think that is, like, more like I love you than... Sorry, that card makes me laugh. Unified love, partnership, mutual attraction. Look, someone's, like, facing their manipulative. Someone's facing their shadow. Look, I was manipulative as fuck. I made you think I didn't want you and I did. That's my inner truth. Look, and there's the guy with the look, yep, I just went away with your heart. Told you I didn't want you, made you think that, or I just fucking ghosted you and I took your heart with me. Oh yeah, anyway, but what I started saying there was, two girls kept looking at me, right? And I'm thinking, maybe they just like my hair, because I put wee roses in my hair last night. I was like, this is giving the red dress emoji woman. That's what I looked like. And I nearly wore a red, if I wore the red dress, I would have looked like the emoji. It was quite funny. But, and the only reason I had my hair up was because, oh my God, I left my sleep rollers in far too long. It was hilarious. When I took my hair out, it was like, you know, my best pal's like the most kindest, angelic soul you'll ever meet. She's also a Libra moon, and so she could have went into people-pleasing mode. But I was like, my hair's frizzy as fuck. Normally this calms down. It's no calming down. This is not good. This is going to ruin my night, right? And that's before I got out and seen how fucking mental the energy was. So I was like, I'm going to have to put it up, right? And I mean, so it was quite interesting for me because going out on a Saturday was facing a fear. Turns out everything I was afraid of was like nothing to what I was just afraid of the whole night. It was like just scary shit out there. Forgot what a Saturday night was like, kind of thing, and now it's just nothing like what. It's just I don't know why, but you've not got the fear when you're younger. Oh, it's just it was weird. Just not up for it. Like, you know, maybe I'll go to the odd party now and again if it's, but I'm not gonna. I just stopped talking to a lot of people. I don't get invited to parties, and that's actually all right with me. But it's kind of like, yeah, brutal's the word. But yeah, it did occur to me. I was like, oh, do you know what? I'm like, what if they follow the channel? And they were looking at me like, is that her? Do you know what I mean? Like, that's not that. If someone likes tarot or they like, you know what I mean, and they're on you, like, it's not that impossible. But oh my God. And then I'm dying to, there was quite funny. At one point, someone, I think I can say that, right? I won't say the actual name, but someone came up and was like, are you Janine? And I was like, no, I'm not Janine. And then, but it was funny because the surname was kind of random too. It was like, you're the double of Janine such and such. Like, and it was ages away. Like, it was somewhere ages away. And I was like, well, I can assure you, I'm not Janine. And then my best pal was like, what's the surnames? And it was like, the name was just like, and I was like, that was cruel. That person calling their kid that was cruel. Like, the whole name was just like, sounded like a made up name. But quite funny. Fuck everything, I'm already over it. Well, you know, who can blame you for saying that? Because it's not funny. Like, if that's horrible. If your ex actually got with your... What did you say? Because it's been held for being inappropriate. It's not even letting me look at it. I think it's been extra. Just seeing if I got it. So you're South Wales. You're Ireland. It's my missus. Is this your current missus? I'm a lone wolf. Yes, I'm a lone wolf too. I'm the one who's the problem, apparently. It sounds like your sister and your ex are narcissists if they're making you the problem, but your sister went off with your ex. I hope you've got other people around you that are of sane mind, because that's disgusting. Well, I sincerely hope this isn't your missus, because that's not great. Right, let's put them back and see if that comes out again. Look, that's the fit. That makes sense to what I said there. Look, someone walked away from this, but they took your heart with them and they didn't really want to. Whatever the reasonings were. And again, shit, if it connects to all the rest, somebody walked away because they got in a situation. And the feminines had to had a lot of inner strength to be like, right, I'm just going to stand here alone because they're not my line. It's like, right, again, being cryptic for a reason because, like I said, this channel goes out to, you know, I don't like to think it goes like, you know, local people, but it just does anyway. It just does. Like I know it does anyway. But I suppose what I could say is it's like, it's a bit awkward when people are like, you know, like if you got a boy, like if you got a boyfriend, I'm like, no. And then it's like, you got a husband, I'm like, no. Or people actually grab your hand to see if you're wearing a ring. And it's like, and then what do you say? Like, oh yeah, I'm in love with someone. I've not seen them for years. Yeah. It's like, but no, you've not got a chance. But it's kind of like, and it's very awkward because it's like you don't want to get into the whole story. But when it's, and I don't like lying though, and I actually literally really can't lie. But you know, if I had to be like, sorry, I've got a boyfriend, like, because I nearly was. If we stayed in this other place, you know, there was someone came up to me and it was just awkward as tits. Like, you know, I think when you're with your pal and someone comes up, it's like, look, mate, I'm really no fucking interested. Do you know what I mean? And I'll be nice though, but then it's like, please just go. Do you know what I mean? I don't say that, but I'm giving that vibe. You know, it's like la 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 la. I'm just gonna look about. But I think the guy got the vibe because he pretended someone phoned him and he walked off, and I was like, right, we need to get the fuck out of here because I can't bother with that. But also he didn't speak good English, so it was like he kept asking me the same things, and but you had a good night and that. I'm like, look, this is bad at the worst of times when somebody, you know, has got bad chat. But when you've got very limited chat here, this is, you know, yeah, I'm blunt as fuck, but I'm a weird mix because I'm in Aries at the highest degree, but I've got Mercury and Taurus in the house of Virgo, so both that like is very grounded and practical, and I'm polite. And my Aries sun is raw and real and honest, but it's in the house of Virgo, again, very polite, because we've just moved into Virgo season. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm weird of, like, I'll be really polite and, but then if someone was being a bit much, I'd be like, look, fuck, back off. Do you know what I mean? But I didn't get any of that last night. It was just, well, basically, because there was nobody in this club, it was like you couldn't not talk to people and stuff, and it's just very interesting. Yes, it's very interesting how small Edinburgh is and how everybody knows everyone. So I'm hard work. I'm sure you're not hard work. It's because you can't keep up with. Oh God, your sister's a copycat. Fucking hell. I don't know if you saw the one from yesterday, but I think the one from yesterday and today might be yours, because that's what the vibe was. She ain't me. Yeah. It's just sad when people try to be. It is sad when people try to be someone they're not. Like, why are you not wanting to be yourself? I'm alone. My whole family's toxic. I'm sorry to hear that. And well, that's really brave if you walked away from it all. Hello, Heather. Did I say hello? I said to someone yesterday, I'm bored. I'm a Leo in every sense. Oh, a Leo. We love the Leos. Same. I'm not rude. I say it as it is. Yeah. That's what I mean. I just say it as it is. A lot of people don't like the truth, though. But that's fine. If people don't like the truth, in this context, you don't need to watch. Go and watch somebody else that'll feed you a load of shite. Even had the same circle, but she's around after I leave. Oh, that's sad. That's, you know what, that's what I think is sad. That's a sign of a narcissist. See if somebody doesn't have a lot of friends, whether it's a family member or a friend or something, and it's like they sort of just take, that's destiny swapping. If somebody just sort of slots in where you were, it's toxic and it's nasty, but it's also sad as fuck. Like, what, your life was that great, you just wanted to slot in where I was. Like, it's, you know, a bit weird. And then the people that are really weird that then want to slot in with your love interest who you fancy or married to, but like, very weird. That's like jealousy to the next extreme level. You need to get all far away from people like that. Let's see. Struggle is real. It's like me versus them. You know, I don't know. Are you new to this channel? Because unfortunately, I pick up on things like that all the time. That's what I'm good at picking up on. So you probably resonate with a lot of. And like I keep saying, because the North Node in Aquarius is about friendship, it's also highlighting toxic friendship, and that's definitely what's been coming out for the past few weeks. I trigger people. Yes, I massively trigger people. Ah, look, third parties. Is this celebrating or is this third party interference? Is this toxic friends, toxic family of you or the person? Because, oh yeah, look, we're all really nice people. We're just going to be drink. Yeah, we're really friendly. But when you walk away, we're all going to be talking about you. It's sad. She ain't herself. My mother's just like, oh yeah, that's sad. I help a lot of men and women that are in that situation. Like, you know, again, I'm keeping anonymous because some people will watch this and they'll know it's same, but remember, nobody else will. I've had a lot of female and male clients of all different ages where it literally reminds me of Cinderella. Do you know, like people with, like, you know, whether it's 2, 3 or more siblings, male and female, that are all just so toxic and narcissistic. And it's like you're literally just being plonked down in like a family that's like, who the fuck are these people? Like, and how have I, you know what I mean? It's sad. And especially if you've not woke up to that and you're gaslighting and like I said, to try to make you feel like you're the problem. Basically, I'll put that in the reviews below for something new. You'll see a lot of people where there's several of my reviews where people are saying that, you know, because I've got free shamanic journeys on the channel that basically you only need to listen to it once and let the energy sort of integrate. And people have actually said they've been around narcissistic exes and felt untouchable, where they normally would have felt on edge because they're really toxic people. Like, it's a consistent story, whether it's a paid session or my free stuff. And I'm proud of that. That's why it gets fucking draining talking about shit. It's like the other one I hate talking about is what's come out today. Like, people that trap people in that. I fucking hate that shit. Like, I hate that it happens, but I hate reading on it because it's just horrible energy. But I get it's important because, you know, although a lot of men watch and they don't talk, they're watching, and it's good to be aware and not be thinking, oh, people don't do, they actually do that. A lot more than what you think, and a lot more I do think, like, look, that could be that actually. Someone's like, oh yes, we've spotted one with money, one that's unattached, they've not got any kids. Go after him. Like, look, maybe that's like, that's terrible, isn't it? Look, I do think a bit of my shadow's coming into this channeling because I'm slightly hungover, but it's quite funny, so we're just going to go with it. There might be a once-off. I'm not going to... In fact, I'm not being funny. After last night, I was like, I could just quite easily not touch another drink. And I'm not one of these people that just talk shite. Like, I don't drink a lot. I have this year because it's been a bad year. But, like, I knew that I did think that. I thought, do you know what? Whether I have a good or a bad night, that's me. I don't want to drink now. Unless it was a celebration and I was dying of a drink. That nothing really... It's not worth it. But yeah, I could see that being like a narcissistic mother and someone's like, oh, I've spotted a 10. She's like, oh yeah, are you going to go for a collaboration, but not a good one? God. Yes, well, Heather, I did, but do you know the funnest part of it was actually, right? This is what a divine feminine should do. If you're not out there having fun, being in love with who you want to be with, like, go and do stuff yourself, or which I wouldn't do. I wouldn't go up the festival, but it's kind. Some people do. There was one guy sitting, and it was actually hilarious. I was like, I really hope that's a show, and we were pissing ourselves because it's like, imagine that's his thing, and he's just coming, like, he had like basically like I suppose it was like an astronaut see-through helmet on, and he had a deck of cards, and he was doing some weird shit at a table beside a pizza plate, and I was like, that's the kind of thing, if you were into some really weird shit, you could just come here. That I could do that. I mean, I could just take the cards and go and sit with. I actually used to say that for years. I could just get, except I wouldn't have done it, but I was going to get one of my more out there pals to like just fucking prance about in fairy wings or something. But oh, my pal's reading the cards over there. I totally should have done it. I'm not fucking doing that, and I wouldn't be doing it on a Saturday anyway after what I just seen. But it's like, yeah, it's so fucking weird up there. You wouldn't know. Is that part of a show, or is that just some fucking psycho that's come out with a fucking astronaut on? And it's quite funny. If you've never been to the Edinburgh Festival, people, that's the kind of stuff you can see. Along with just absolute craziness in the streets on a Saturday night, which is like nothing I've ever seen. Like, even all the people that were really young, I mean, I just don't, it wasn't like that when I was younger. Like, it just had a scary vibe to it. Do you know what I mean? Like, and also, it was quite upset when I was in the taxi before we got dropped off. I swear they looked about, like, they didn't even look 16, but then, I was drinking in that at 13. So, you know what I mean? It's like, well, not, I definitely had a drink at 13, but I was a bit more innocent, I think. Like, I didn't get really, really drunk with all my pals like that until I was like 15 at New Year, and I got really, really drunk. But I was quite lucky. My guy pals and they all looked after me, and we all looked after each other. But it didn't look like that last night. It looked like they were really young, and it looked like if their mums and it looked like some of their mums and dads wouldn't have known that they were hanging about there. And it's just a bit weird when you've got older creeps and looking about, and it was a bit uneasy. And like I said, I was just getting the fear I'm going to bump into like my pals' kids in this queue. Like, this is just weird. That's time to call it a night, is like indefinitely. Not just that night. Like, I'm done. This is not too old for this now. Right, sorry, I've just been talking away myself. Did I even read all these? So, I press self-destruct as half my battle. In what way? A lot of people have that problem. Most people are so self-contained, they don't care about other people's feelings or keep banging into it. Yes, true. But I must say, a lot of people, like, people are, it's a good group of soul family on this channel. I'm proud because it's like it's grew slowly and now it's grown a bit faster, but it's not, we don't just, you know what I mean? I don't know. It is a good vibe. And yes, Heather, it was fun, but it was, I don't know. Oh yeah, that's what I started saying. I found there's this wee place I went to before, right? And it's just like, I suppose it's like a secret kind. It's not a secret, but it feels secret because it's a tiny wee bar. And it's just got all wee fairy lights and that. And I just remember when I've been there before, I'd be like, I'd love to come on a date here because you're just like hidden away. And like the chances of somebody coming in that you know are practically slim to none. And we serendipitously found it, and I was like, do you know what? I'm fucking happy. Let's just fucking stay here. Like, seriously, so we did. We like stayed in this wee cubby hole for like a few drinks. And it wasn't a man telling me I was beautiful, but my best friend took a picture of me. She was like, can I take a bit? Because you actually look really beautiful. And I was like, thanks. And then I looked at the picture and I was like, I actually do look good. But the thing is, right, that's taken me about 3.5 years. The last 3 years we've been out, I've felt shit. Like, I'm like, nah, I don't feel good about myself. And that's why the first year I went out 3 years ago, I got absolutely fucking wasted. And if you're new, if you've not heard that story, because I really hadn't had a drink at all that year until that, and I was too excited. I got very drunk drinking beer because I love beer, and then it was raining. It was boring because it was a Sunday. It's trial and error, guys. Sundays are boring as fuck. Fridays are the way to go. Saturday was never again. But I don't even think I'd give the Fridays a go again, to be honest. But yeah, she had to carry me up the stairs, worrying about how she was going to do that because it's 4 flights and I was a bit heavier as well. And then, you know, got me to bed and all that. I think she even had to put me in my jammies, you know, but it's, which isn't great when you're 40, but, or 39, whatever I was, 40 I think I was. And then I woke up in the middle of the night and I spewed everywhere. I've never done that in my life. So she had to actually change me, put me in the bath, like, change the covers. I mean, embarrassing much, but I've known her since I was 13, and it's like, I did feel guilty, and it's it, but it's like, it's, but it's because I wasn't happy, you know. And then the next time I went out, I just haven't felt good with myself, but I actually did feel good last night. And it's funny how when you do feel good about yourself, and you feel, it's like, it was attracting other bits. That's what I say all the time, you're attracting people you don't want, but every I drunk it turned into a boke fest. What? Every I drunk it turned into a boke fest? What do you mean? Boking at what? I love that you heard your Twinflame song. Yeah, that was kind of weird. I mean, it's that song always comes on at some point. It was more just the fact I thought it was interesting right before I was leaving. I'm trying to take on the whole Northern Ireland government. Why? Because the universe said I had to. I'm literally mad. Well, that actually, look, that sounds like you're in the right place, because I speak up about a lot of things that are taboo, that people shouldn't talk about. And I'm not just talking about all this shit. It's like, yeah, Hollyweird and all that kind of stuff. So if they bump me off one day, it's because, look, I was exposing, look, this is meaning to someone. Look, the fact that I kept on that card for ages and what I was channeling, and now we've got hidden enemies. So look, it's either what I channeled, right? That's a narcissistic mother and like the 2 evil sisters or something, and someone's been like, yep, go after him. Hidden enemies, like, you know what I mean? Someone's tricked somebody. Or beware, because it could happen. Because it'll be, like, it's some people's past, it's some people's right now. Or like, even like last night, someone's waking up with, look, think about all the poor guys out there, right? That somebody's hooked somebody, and they don't know that that was their plan. And then they're going to find out later they're a hidden enemy. Sleeping with the enemy. Sleep with the enemy, you fucking married the enemy. In some cases, fear, illusion, deception, and then all that will come out on the 28th or around then, on the full moon lunar eclipse. And then that's the person like, oh my God, I've been found out. Or is this like, you know, someone's genuine and you think that's your friends and they're hidden enemies? That spy on you. That could be monitoring spirits. Or look, be careful, that could be a hidden enemy passing on gossip. That better no be my cheating missus found out. Oh my God. You better be careful talking about her like that on the internet. I hope she doesn't watch tarot. Compassion, feelings, moodiness, manipulative. Oh, look. What's going on here? Creating blocks. Yeah, look, that's given hidden enemies around someone. And possibly hidden enemies that spy, if they're not still in your life. Creating blocks. And then that's somebody that's oh, wait a minute, is this yours? I'm not meaning to read yours, but I'm just thinking about what you've said. And then that's somebody that's like moody because they're not happy. I'm not meaning to read you. If you're connecting with this, you're connect. You know, look, and then look, that's somebody that's not in their best self. Also, Leo energy. Hashtag just saying. But that would be like the shadow of Leo, because it's like an emperor in reverse. So it doesn't mean you're out there being a dick. It's just like, you know, you're not being the best version of yourself. Maybe you're just unhappy. So you've attracted somebody that's a bit of a, you know, dick, basically. Whereas if you were in your leadership, which is how this live stream started a million years ago, so long ago that the one that I'd published has already fucking been and gone. Wonder if it's got any views because I'm live. Yeah, that I gathered that you were going to resonate with that. Look, oh, I will be a father figure. Look, it's father figure as well, and that's what this was all about. But that's, yeah. Oh dear. Yep, look, there's no success there. Fall from grace, ego, look. Uh-oh, what is... Right, we need to put these away now. This is what it gets like. Do you know, after my car crashed, you know, like, I had this in my handbag, and the card I pulled out was painful endings. And it's actually got a skull on it. Like, it was, like, basically saying... and then I said to my dad just fucking rolled his eyes, because he knows what I do, but it was like, I think he was more a bit freaked out, but I was like, excuse me, I nearly died, and then I pull out the Ten of Swords, like, painful ending. Yeah, look, someone's playing games and it's controlling, and secrets are coming out. Fake news. Look, unhappiness. That's the sneaky bastard card if you don't know the tarot, by the way. And that's a really sneaky card because look, someone's wearing a mask. There's a mask. Fake news. Someone's manipulative with the wand. Kind of, oh, that sounds dirty. I didn't mean it to sound dirty, but fuck. Shit. I didn't mean to sound it like that. Wait a minute. I think it's because, do you know what it is? Mercury's in Leo. That's why the channeling is going to be extra. Actually, Mercury might be conjunct my midheaven. So this could be quite an important message if it... Because the midheaven's your career, your calling, and mine's is meant to be in the spotlight. You know, just what I'm doing now. But it's just seeming a bit dramatic. Wait a minute, that's not even now. Let's get to now. Now. I'm sure Mercury is... Yeah, Mercury's 26 degrees of Leo, so it's not exact. I mean, it was the last few days, but that is actually still conjunct my Mercury, so that's why this is so dramatic. Granted, I do pull out messages like this a lot, but yeah, look. That's somebody, it's somebody gossiping with their pals, or it's like, joke's on you, hen, because these aren't your pals, they're your hidden enemies. Betrayal, actually, shit. I don't know if that person's still here, but Lord, like, look, that could be what you were saying about your sister going off with your, you know, your ex. Like that. See what I mean? Because it could be like a mum and sit, and then look, that's somebody fucking off. Oh, God. Betrayal, deception, getting away with it, strategy. And then look, this is further down the timeline. That's somebody moving on from this bullshit. Look. Oh God, there's that guy again. I chose wrong. Look, I fucking chose the wrong one. Conflict, disagreement, competition, defeat. But then that's good because it was in reverse. Reconciliation, amends, past resentment. Eventually, you're going to move on and put that behind you. But you could have either chose two separate toxic birds, or you walked away from a twin flame and picked the wrong one. You fell for the... Sorry, say it like that, but somebody fell for the trap. Yeah, look, delayed your plans. Finish line ahead in reverse. Inner strength, struggle, overwhelmed, paranoia. See, someone could be moody and paranoid and like, oh my God, are they working against me? And it's like, you're no paranoid. Someone is working against you. Hidden enemies. Deception. See, one of them could be cheating. That could be like someone's... Oh shit, wait a minute. I'm not even thinking about what I'm saying. I'm like, look, options, cheating. Look, someone could be married and Tower moment. Someone's going to have a shocking tower moment, but it's going to... Oh, in a marriage, right, I'm done. I'm done. Yeah, I was gathering it was you. I wasn't meaning to. It'll be you, but it'll be other people too. The thing is, right? I'm grateful that you're talking, but we're also calling in extra protection that your wife doesn't watch tarot. But it's kind of like this will be because it's you and a lot of other guys. It's quite funny. I'm just thinking about a synchronicity actually. It's not that's I wasn't talking about this with someone last night, but I was talking to somebody that was divorced. But it's nice when that it was. I like when I meet people where it's like he's got a good, what do you care about, like co-parenting. Like he's like, you know what I mean. I was like, oh, are you friends with your ex? And he's like, well, we're not like friends, but we're not enemies. Like I'll always look after her, and it's basically how it should be. Like you know, that's like. But it was just quite funny. It was quite funny that it was just saying that like the when she's out that people are always like, oh, you're such and such ex, you know what I mean? And I suppose you wouldn't be able to get away from that. But yeah, this is like, you know, definitely something's that's either an unhappy marriage or a divorce in some cases, or look, transition. Like it's some people that are in this, you're going to move on from this at some point. But I don't know, that is like, if someone was looking for clarity, yeah, well, it's quite interesting because after me saying, "Oh, it's general and blah blah blah," I think because you've been pulled into the energy, and you must have been putting it out there. And I mean, like, look, I don't even need to read them, do I? Like, I think that's obvious. Like, that's for people that don't know the tarot. That can be celebrations and lots of lovely things, but even upright, some people read it as a third party, which sometimes annoys me because it always isn't. But I just, with that vibe, like I said, it should be all lovely in that, but I always get it's like someone's fake here because it all looks like it. But if it was reversed, like, I mean, it even says third party, see what I mean? Third wheel, party and alone, well, third wheel. But that would be like really worse. But to me, I'm kind of getting there's something fake here. That could be like someone with their pals, and it's kind of like, look, you know, or like I said, that someone's pals are against them. But it's kind of given someone's out with their pals, a hidden enemy, and it's like someone could be feeling bad about something they've done because they shouldn't have done it because they're married, and then something's going to come out. Betrayal, deception, getting away with it. And someone thinks they're getting, that's not good if someone thinks they're getting away with it. But then look, no you didn't, it's coming out. And then also if they gaslight someone, look, what are you talking about? You're paranoid. Because it did say, what are you talking about? I'm not cheating me your pat. It's kind of reminded me of that Beyonce song, If I Were a Boy. Because the whole video is, you see it's like he's going out and it looks like he's cheating. Oh no, wait a minute, it's the other way around. Is the video not that? It's the whole video is her, that's it. It's her that's the policewoman. And it looks like she's getting it on with her policewoman colleague. Sorry, please, oh god, that would be a bit of a different video. But, like, you know, different, not necessarily actually, because same genders, but you know what I'm saying. It's like, it was, she's getting it on with a guy. And then actually it flips it. And in reality, it's her partner is going off with a female policewoman. And it's just basically, so it was her perspective of, you know, you're making me feel it. Oh, I don't know. I get what they're saying though. Whenever I say, like, that's what it means to me. Like, it doesn't really, basically, it doesn't really matter whether you're a guy or a girl. Like, guys can get hurt too. And I think this is actually proving it. Like, this is given, instead, we pick up a lot, it's a guy cheating on or it's not cheating. Again, gets complicated now. If it's twin flames and you're not together, someone isn't cheating on you. You might not like it, and it might hurt like hell because you feel connected to the soul, but they're not cheating on you. Like, you need to have a fucking reality check, do you know what I mean? But also, you got to watch with that, because I think some people can be manipulative with that and gaslight you and make you feel like they don't feel the same, but they do. But then they can get away with, well, getting away with it. Like, you know, they're not even they're nothing to me, so I don't owe them anything. And yeah, they might like me, but I don't like them like that anymore. And then they're lying. So that's, you know, that's a different type of getting away with it, isn't it? Because technically they're telling the truth, but are you really telling the truth? That's something that could come into all of that too, actually. Like, that could be someone talking shit to their pals. Like, but they're wearing a mask. And then the secret's coming out. Actually, I'm gutted I never got with them. I just stayed partying, and that's my big secret is coming out because they're both about secrets. Or I chose somebody really toxic. I don't even like any of her pals. Or I don't like her family. They all feel like they're against me, hidden enemies. Pretty sure she's cheating on me. I'm fucking locked in because I'm married. I nearly said the C word, but you know what I mean? It's like... And hello, tower. Right, let's put these away and see if it comes out again. Oh, God. Look, I'm putting, you know, I was called on here for a reason, and it's not a nice message, but it is unfortunately a Eclipse message. Right, we're going to shuffle these so you can hear me shuffling them, and then I'm going to... I came here for a reason, nothing's random. It's kind of seeming like that. Don't... Cards are what they are. My gut just said something was off. A proof either way, I'd be happy. My ex joined the peelers. What does that mean? I'm assuming that's not complimentary, but... You don't know how close to the mark you're getting. No, I think everybody knows that I've nailed it, but it's not me, it's God speaking through me, and that's why I'm putting aside my own... But like I keep saying, I really sincerely hope your wife doesn't watch tarot. This is not your husband's reading. If he's resonating with us, so, it's just, it's general. It's general. But again, like I always say, God's watching. You got to act with integrity. Oh, fuck, guys. You're not... I'm sorry. Like, I'm done. I'm sorry. This is getting too much. Look what just... That fucking leapt out. That leapt out. And it's quite... Look, it's got a snake in the corner as well. And then that's a manipulative woman. And then also she's... And that's bad luck. Look, breaking sick. That, right, look. I need to put this aside that, look, this is not yours, right? If you're still resonating, you're still resonating. But look, this is someone's. This is a bit of choice, but clearly they're getting it on. That's fine. If nobody's getting hurt and this is, you're like, leave them to it, right? Love, harmony, relationships, alignment, choice. But because I put them away because of the way it was going, I mean, is that somebody playing away from home? And that's creating some really bad karma. And I mean, what in the hell? That's a loving, compassionate, psychic woman. In reverse, that's a manipulative fucker. No, I'm not cheating on you. You're imagining it. Again, it's like that song. If what are you talking about? She's just my work colleague. She's just a friend. I think that's what he says in the video. But she's like, you're cheating. And then again, it flips because at the end, it's actually him that is... Oh, I'm getting so confused here. Watch the video for If I Were a Boy, and you'll get what I'm saying if people haven't seen it. Feeling, self-care, self-love, codependent. It's a codependent relationship. That's what it is. This is a codependent connect. I think this is a codependent either relationship or it's a codependent marriage. Meaning there's a type of love, but it's also addictive. But there could also be an awareness that it's not healthy. And again, there could have been people are staying in it for children because of her being up the duff. But I mean, that could be a whole other story here that I'm not reading. That's obvious. People can read that for themselves. But it's quite interesting. I kept saying gaslighting because look, I'm not shitting you. Look what was over there because that was from before. Gaslighting. Someone's going to gaslight someone. No, I'm not cheating on you, but they are. So again, this, like I said, this will be for a few people. I don't know why it keeps censoring your... She says she would never do that. It's the elephant in the room for you. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that, though, because that's... Are you married, or is it... You're saying Mrs. because it's your girlfriend? I'm assuming it is your wife, because you've not said it isn't when I'm saying... And what would you... I mean, that, I don't know if you want to get that personal. All right, yeah, I did think... So it's like... But what would you do if she actually says she was cheating on you? Would you walk away? Or you got kids and stuff? You don't need to answer these questions. You can just be like, I'd rather not. Right. I mean, let's just do it again and see if we pick up on the same. Again, keeping it general, but it's just that, because if it's going to resonate with one, it means there's a whole, I would say a whole group of men going through this. And sorry, but it actually does fit. And if people are new around here, I would go and watch what I channeled on Friday for yesterday and today. It was all about hidden enemies. And like I did say, it could go either way. It feels like it's divine feminine males and females that have had frenemies and enemies of the past that have fucked you over, and you're going to get proof of why you left them behind, and because maybe they were gaslighting you, like making you feel bad, and then actually no, they've been keeping an eye on everything and then possibly went after your person. You know, it won't be everyone's, but there was something like that in the cards. Or it's just they didn't want you to get what you deserved with the person because they're not happy. But then it definitely was coming through that this can be hidden enemies around the divine masculine, male and female. Yeah, and I've just had a few synchronicities that make me think. Yeah. Oh, one wee man, the truth would give me a standpoint at least. Is he, and is he a baby? Because, you know, that baby was in the card. Or is he young? You know what? I've not, like, I'm I'm kind of being drawn into that line, screaming in the other one's ears. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. We've got a lot of people that have got 10-year-olds. I remember a chat before where people were, and it's quite interesting because the programme I'm watching, I got my friend to what I was telling her how bad Once Upon a Time is in this last series. I'm struggling to watch it because it's just so boring and it's nothing like all the other series. So I just put it right back to the start, and I was saying, "Oh, I think he's 10," and then the wee boy's like, "Oh yeah, I'm 10. I'm your son." That's literally how it starts. So that could be that must be a synchronicity here. Basically, what I'm picking up on is it's a whole group of people, men and women, that have been caught up in a karmic cycle, possibly for as long as 10 years or longer. And like basically someone like that, whether it's a present or an ex, that look in the future, that's someone's going to look, this could be a future timeline for people, or people have already went through this. Like everything I just read on is what happened. Like somebody cheated you in the past, either cheated you because they were being deceptive in how they got together with you, or they ended up cheating on you. And in some cases, somebody chose the karmic partner who ended up betraying them and cheating on them, and then it showed them who the real person was. It's all quite fucked up, all of this, basically. But, like, someone in the future, someone's going to need all their strength to walk away and look to a better future. Or, like I said, some people are already in that part of it. But then that's somebody like, look, I think that's like a karmic person that's like, no, I'm not fucking doing that. Do you know what I mean? It's I'm getting argued, do you know what I mean? And that's someone like, yeah, you are. So whether you're a man or a woman, it's like, yeah, you are. And I'm walking away. And look, full moon lunar eclipse, 28th. And I'm making plans for the future. Like, I didn't come here to be cheated on. And also, look, 8th of November. Or 11th of August could have been someone's birthday or something. You're a Leo, eh? Don't tell me. If I've fucking spat out your birthday, that wouldn't be surprised. But I mean, it's. What else would be here? Well, it doesn't need to be the date, but it's like, you know, it could be just giving you a wee heads up, you see, that it's like something might come ahead because eclipses are known for breakups. So it could just be something comes to light. And also because it is just Pisces moon is, I always say, like, look, Pisces moon people got lovely, like kind, gentle, caring, loving, very psychic, but the shadow is manipulative, victim mode, lion. So when the moon's in Pisces and a full moon eclipse, it's things about lies, betrayal. Oh, that's why this is coming out. Things about lying, betrayal, whether it's present friends, which would be frenemies, or past friends to show you why you let go of these people, or family, which is coming up in this, or job. So, like, you know, something becomes totally obvious that you're not meant to be in this job anymore. It's basically, it's Pisces is endings, but because it's an eclipse, and eclipses are life changing. That's why this is so dramatic. It's going to take it. Someone's going to need all their strength to walk away from somebody. It's going to be giving you an earful, but you're going to be like, I don't care what you say. You're lying. And I'm looking forward to the future because I deserve more than this. And then you're going to get your energy back. And you're not going to feel like you've missed an opportunity because, look, withdrawal, alignment, retreat. I think this is what, I think a lot of men have already been doing this. But some of you are yet to go through it. Like, you're going to retreat a bit to heal. And connect with whatever higher power. Look, that's you getting your shit together, getting your money together. Because that's a problem too, you know what I mean? Look, that's what they're saying. Some people are trapped in codependent relationships because, quite frankly, when you've put your money together with someone, whether you're in a happy relationship, it's quite hard to walk away, especially if you've bought a house, or even if you're renting, or you're in it, like, it's, that's even beyond kids and that. It is difficult. It's, yeah, but look, manipulation. Manipulation's going to come to light. Lost, disconnected, stunted. I'm at the point, but the truth will give me the shove, I think. Look, wish fulfillment. I'm not doing personal readings right now, but if you resonate with the... fucking, I was about to say, I'm saying under my breath, I'm no fucking meaning to anyway, but... Jesus. Yeah, look. But it's kind of like, look, there's some kind of manipulation. You'll get back on your feet. There's some kind of manipulation. Eventually, you'll be a lot happier. But if you stay there, you're not, look, because that, to me, right, that looks like the Emperor and the Empress, but it's not. It's a Strength card and the Emperor, but I just think it's because it's a lioness, but it's like, for the people that resonate with this, if you stay there, you're not in your best self. You're going to be moody, grumpy, well, moody, grumpy, same thing, but, you know, not, you're not going to like who you turn into, or that's already happened. I mean, that even, to be honest, that even could be like some of you losing your shit at your karmic person. They're like... I mean, that would be annoying if... Sorry, now I'm, like, getting too much into it, but that would be annoying if somebody just... You know, a calmness is a power, but I was more seeing it like that's a karmic person and that's you, like, you're fucking lying and I know it, and I'm not going to let you trigger me. But now I'm seeing it like, look, you could turn into not who you want to be. And then they're not even giving a fuck. I'm sorry, I'm hogging. No, you don't need to be sorry. It's like I said, I do believe everything. Actually, someone said that to me last night. Everything happens for a reason. Because actually, that's what I mean. All the places we went to go to, we didn't get in. And then the last place we were trying, because we walked a wee bit further, and I said, I'm not being funny, but if there's a fucking queue again, like a long one, we're going to the Chippy. We're crossing the road, we're going to the Chippy. And she was like, right, I'm in agreement. But I was gobsmacked. We walked up and there was not a queue. And then it was hilarious. These Spanish girls were coming up. I don't know what was happening. They were getting... But anyway, one of them paid for us by accident. But luckily I had 20 quid on me. So I was like, well, I can just give you the money. But because she wasn't going to get her money back. But and then she had on her T-shirt, I can't people today. And I said, well, look, you set the intention. Words are powerful. Do you know what I mean? And they understood me enough to be getting what we're... But that was quite funny. But it was weird, yeah. We just walked up and there was like literally nobody there. And there was like about fucking 20 people in the place all night. Look. Times... Yeah, look. This is a story here, look. It could be a bit difficult. To get back on your feet money-wise could be a bit difficult. Look, could cause a bit of conflict. But look, carried burdens being released. You're dropping a burden, and it's an ending. Yeah, this is the energy is not changing. This is like breakups, shake-ups, and twin flame makeups for some people is what I would say. It's karmic endings. That because Scorpio, that's death card. Scorpio season's important here, and for a tower moment. For a tower moment, yeah. So like, look, something's going to come to light. Revelations, adversity, deception. Right. How many deception cards do we need? Upheaval, chaos, revelation. Something's going to be a shocking truth that comes to light. So really, it's like an ending's a good thing because someone's going to be dropping a burden, and then you just need to build again. And it might be difficult for a while, but it's coming through that someone's not going to regret it. So whatever the fuck the person's done to make somebody move on, it must have been quite bad. But I'm just trying to think. Something popped in my head there as well that was making me think of something. The end of something better than a beginning, yes. Well, the tower always is like, the tower can be like something bad happening, right? But the tower happens when things were built on a faulty foot, like something's not right. Like I said, it could be the couple that are like, oh look, we're still amazing, we're both really good looking, everyone looks good on the surface, but like, you know that you're not happy, and something's not right. And it's like, so that's why a tower moment happens, to break it all down so you can feel like your life's falling apart. But when you're really honest with yourself, and again, women do it too, but a lot of men can be guilty of this. It's like something had to happen or you weren't going to change it yourself. And then you're going to feel like I said, a burden's lifted off your shoulders. So it's like, see, do you know what this is given, right? And again, I'm not specifically reading for you, man out there, but whoever's ready at this, lots of different people, it's kind of given. If you do find out someone's cheated on you, and like, you're going to feel relieved because like you've got a reason, and it's like, but it's going to cause chaos because again, the person might not be happy, like the wife or the husband might not be happy that you're like wanting to leave, but it's going to put an end to it, and you've got a reason. That's what it feels like. Yeah, look, secrets coming out, High Priestess, and look, something's going to be balanced here. Because you don't always get scales on a High Priestess card, but something's an injustice, and it's going to karmic balance. And so someone's, oh my god, this is literally what you said. Somebody subconsciously, you could be getting things, telling you things in your dreams. Look, someone's a mystery. Listen to your intuition. Divine law, that's given karmic justice. I nearly pulled that reverse. That would be a work. That would again be like disharmony, misaligned, working alone. I mean, that could be friends keeping secrets. But I just keep saying, look, then, like, I always say this looks like a guy that's just got a divorce and he's really happy. Or something good, you know what I mean? I don't know why I always see it as that, but I do. Oh, look, there's that thing again. Does that mean that? Does that, because that looks like the Jesus kind of thing to me or something, but, because that's what's in the Seven of Cups. That thing behind them. A reef, I suppose, would it be called? Success, recognition, progress, confidence. It's like someone's going to get all their confidence back. Whatever this is zap someone's energy. Oh my god, yeah. Look. This is, look. For some people, it's not like, like, different people can take it different ways, but for some people that, yeah, it could be a current toxic partner and there's children involved, but it's not right, and it's, that's what I always call that, the money grabber, right? So take that whatever way you want to take it, but this is not good. But for some people, that's someone's ex. That's clear. That's like someone's ex that is toying with them over the kid, but it's got, it's a lot to do with money there. I mean, you do need money for kids, but I think we all know lots of people can kind of sort of make up shite and they're really sort of going out and spending themselves. But anyway, I think that's somebody breaking free of something like that, like a toxic ex that's trying to slow them down. But look, now I'm getting in balance. I mean, this could be someone getting sober as well. Taking your power back in that way. And then also, remember I said about the calm lioness? Like, that could be a man that's, I'm staying calm, I'm in balance, I got my power back, I'm not drunk all the time anymore, and I see your games. I actually chose you when you're the wrong one, and I want to be in reconciliation and make amends with somebody I didn't choose, somebody who's I broke their heart. And now you've broke my heart. And so it's like, that could be somebody like, yeah, I can see that karma's swung back around here. And it's everything's balancing out. But now it's getting me in the right union. Story's changing a little bit here. Look, I'm not confused, I can see now. That's the truth. That's someone's truth. So I don't know if that still resonates. Okay, I don't really want to open that Pandora's box for you, but excuse me, Mr. Irishman, is there anyone in your past that you still think about? Are you a twin flame? Because I do attract twin flames. You don't need to tell us. Like, painful ending. Yes, that's just what I've just said. Masculines out there, and I do think it's male masculines in this case, but if you're a female masculine, you can take it, because we have a lot of female divine masculines. There's going to be a heartbreak, you know, some kind of painful truth's going to come to light, but someone's not going to be confused anymore and know where they're going to want to be. They've got the truth and the clarity. But yeah, there's going to be a painful end here with something that wasn't right because of a betrayal. That's the card. That is the one I pulled when I was minutes away from... I was like a minute and a half away from death, dropping down a 600 feet into a glen, and I pulled that. So yes, I did need the champagne my dad handed me for being alive. Except you can't call it champagne, it's Cremant, because it's a certain part of wherever it's from, you're not allowed to call it champagne. Look, a king's got his truth. I'm going back to the person that I fucking tore their heart out and kept it beside me. I'm starting a new beginning with them. Look, that's where my happy family lies. That's where I should have been. 10-10 as well. Look, that's who I love. That's unfinished business. There's no love here. You don't love me. I'm channeling someone now. Look. Destiny is shifting things around to take me back to the person from the past. Because I'm depressed without them. Feeling down. And they're my twin flame. Look. Yin yang. Look. Future. And they're my future. Oh God, and those word cards. Look, I'll shuffle them again. That said, everything I do it for the future. Decision, discovery, readers. Right, I need to see what you're saying. Yes, okay. Yes, my ex from 20 years ago, I've never seen since. It's never out of my head. There you go. Well, not surprised you said that. I shouldn't have married my missus as people. Oh, I'm really sorry. That's making me feel sad. And do you ever see your ex anywhere? And also, does your... Oh, God. This feels like it should be a private conversation. This is funny. I was having a heart-to-heart with someone like that last night. It's like that. This is what I say, guys. This is what happens. Whether I'm in a club or online or, you know what I mean, I just... get into chats like that. It's because I'm good at helping people with that, but that's... So were you aware of the twin flame journey? Are you the same person earlier that said you want to fit? Whether you're aware of it or not, like, if you hang around and watch here, you'll see that I read for twin flames, so... Nope, never a hint of her since she left after 4 years together. What, you don't know where she is? That's crazy, isn't it? Did you see this from the start? Because if you didn't see this from the start, that word card actually said, I can't get you out of my head. And when I shuffled before I actually started this, that's what fell out. So that's interesting. You've actually just said that. What's joined the peelers? What does that mean? Like, I'm like, is this some kind of Irish lingo I don't understand? Right, let's shuffle these again for people that weren't here at the start, because... Oh, the police! See what I mean? I did not get... Wait a minute. Right. Excuse me. Have you completely missed the fact? Or was it just me being slow because I don't know what peelers mean? Out of all the examples I could have used, the fact that that video is about police. Do you know what I'm saying? Did I? I did say that, didn't I? That I said, you know what I mean? Because in that song, If I Were a Boy, the whole video, it looks like she's the policewoman and she's cheating with her guy police colleague, partner, you know. But then it actually flips, and what it was it was her looking at him, knowing that he's cheating with his female colleague. It was you being slow. I thought the second you said, all right. Okay, it was probably, do you know what it was? It was probably just, yeah. Well, at least I was owning it that was slow. But it was probably just so that you knew it was very specific to you and that it could be a secret. But I'm not being funny. You really are just a Leo that's like no gonna fuck because you're just like, you know what I mean? It's. I think you should. Look, remember your identity. I think you should at least just don't say your name because it's like I'm nervous. Maybe I shouldn't visit Ireland before the years. Definitely not where you're from because. Are you crystal clear visions? You fucking exposed my. Oh god. Hearts on my sleeve. Yeah, the best kind of people. I've always said that. Leo men are funny. Leo men are very confident, usually very good looking. So, I mean, you might be biased, but yeah, I always just think back to when I was going on a holiday once and there was 3 guys sitting in front of us and I, just from listening to their conversation, and I actually guessed all of their star signs, like, spot on first time. It was quite, they were all left gobsmacked. But it was more, I always laugh about the fact that it was the one in front that was like, you know, he was quite good looking, he had the chat and that, and he just, I was listening, and I kept listening to it, I was like, he's a Leo. I was like, the other one's a bit quieter, he's like a Scorpio and he's kind of observing. And then the other one, and I was like, and you're a Sag or something. Whatever I said, it was like, boom, they were all spot on. It was funny. And it was even funnier because, like, we were having a drink on it. Again, I don't, like I said, I wasn't reading, you know what I mean? I was reading, that's what I mean. I don't need cards. I just fucking read them because I can read astrology, like, just, well, it's not reading us, it's just reading people's souls. That's what it is. But, yeah. You know, it's, everyone's got different energies in their chart, but typically I've never really met a Leo. Wait a minute. Maybe I have. I've definitely met a lot of Leo women that are not very characteristic. Like, you know, actually my cousin's a Leo, but she's got her son in the 4th house, so she's not really out there. But she does just, Leos light up a room. They do, like, they're, you know, with their energy. The world needs comedians. Yes, well, I was saying last night, like, people always say that they find me quite funny, but I don't need to be. I don't mean to be, and if I try to be, I'm not funny. Like, that is just me being me. But it's annoying. But last night when I was like, you know, when I couldn't sleep and my pal had to sleep, and then that's when I put that post up, and it's like, I was writing a comedy sketch in my head. Like, I'm not even kidding. And it's quite funny because, again, I don't know if I said this, but my mum saw... Oh, it went black. Oh, yeah, that's just when I put the phone down. Like, my mum went to see a comedian the other day, and it was when she was going on... Because, again, it's like... Basically, it's the guy that I said before, like, I found him sometime last year, and he was talking about ADHD, and I'm like, why did I get the feeling that this guy's kind of going to know people I know and stuff? But he's, like, 10 years younger, but it's like... Anyway, I don't know, he just had a really lovely energy because it's like he just found out he had ADHD, which was obviously why it had been put on my timeline. And I remember talking about it because I think there's a lot of men that must have just realised they've got ADHD and that's why they were showing me it. But then it was interesting too because he's like, you know, he's done really well for himself and he's a singer. And then... But then also now he's been in the festival. I didn't realise that. He'd been doing a comedy show in the festival, but I just found out later because my mum was like, and I was like, wait a minute, is he a young guy? Is he like from Leaf or something? I said, I found him, like, I saw his like ADHD thing on it, and then it was the same guy, and I think he's selling out, and I don't usually see him, but I'm like, I would maybe like to see him before that ends, but no, yeah, that might be significant here as well, like... But the difference, yeah, but the reason I started saying that, I was like, what was my point in that? Was I found it funny when my mum was saying a bit about he was, you know, taking the piss out of ADHD, and I'm standing looking at her like, Mum, I've got ADHD and I've got about a million other things. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, but I found it, oh, the timer just reached 144. How long have I been on here? Like 3 hours or something. But people with ADHD naturally are quite funny. And we don't need to be. It's like, oh, you're hilarious. Oh, thanks. It's just different parts of personality that I've picked up. It's not my own. I'm masking. Do you know what I mean? It's like, which in my case, I'm going to put the phone down again. To be fair, I think that is true of everyone. But with, like, I have fought to be, like, this is me. Like, I have fought to become myself. But, if you've not had therapy and stuff, it is funny. A lot of people with ADHD, you will notice that. It's like is that really you? Do you know what I mean? But I just found it quite funny that she was saying, I was like, yeah. You can, it is a skill. You can be quite funny without meaning to be. But again, like I said, the video I found of his wasn't actually a funny one. It was quite moving. It was... I think that guy's really... That's what I remember. I was saying that I was picking up on people. I was picking up on masculines that had talents that were scared to share them. And that's why I used as an example. I remember that now. That I think that's really brave. Because a lot of guys can be absolute fucking jealous dicks, frenemies, blah, blah, blah. And if you try to do something different and be something different, or like what I'm picking... Even be with someone... Like, look, be with someone different. Do you know what I mean? Like, some of the guys that were talking to me last night, I wasn't being like, oh, yeah... It was quite funny because at one point I nearly did, and I'm so fucking glad. Yeah. All I'm going to say is if some of the people that were talking to me last night find me on here, we're in trouble. Because that guy's a wee bit like how you're talking. He would just come on and say hi, and I'd be like, needing to fucking... I don't know. He was a nice guy, but he definitely, you know what I mean? I'm looking up at that wee chatterbox thing up there. It's like... Yeah. I'm glad I'm not waking up with regrets about telling... That's what I mean. I just don't. I don't go out saying I've got a YouTube channel and everything. I just don't, but... Oh, God. God's got a funny sense of humour. Right. I feel like 500 different people some days, yeah. I feel your pain. Have you got ADHD as well? Quite a lot of people have here. Right, let's see if these cards start saying anything... Well, I just stay on until the phone kicks me off. It's probably got me through my hangover, although it wasn't much of a hangover. But 9 people have liked the video. I'm impressed, people. See, this will be great for the hours, because I've been on here that long. Oh, wait a minute. Why is my mobile data on? It's because I've sent my mum a picture of me, my pal. Right. What will we ask? I'll just do the same thing again and see what energy... Right, tell us another group of Divine Feminines, and we'll see if they tell us this. Oh, it's 1444 now, 144. We'll see if it's the same energy. Oh, wait a minute, this is a bit different. That makes... Right, so this is a feminine that you're not seeing something clearly. And you're clearing core wounds with soulmates. Now, it doesn't... In a lot of Divine Feminine's case... or masculines emotionally, like whether you're male or female, it doesn't need to be romantic ones. Like, it can be with friends and family. You're clearing through a lot while the masculine's clearing stuff. But there's something's not clear to you. But I've got a feeling it's going to become clear. And I think let's just go straight to these. I think it's how this person feels about you. Yeah, you mean the world to me. But I don't want to keep hurting you. So you see how sometimes it's like someone stays away because they know that they're just going to hurt you. Because they're healing wounds from a past relationship. That they're taking responsibility for the mistakes. Now, the mistake could be that if we pick that fucking guy with the hand on the head, then it's quite obvious it's going to be the same thing again. I chose wrong. But I don't want to lose you. But this is somebody that's all over the place. So you mean the world to someone... but they didn't want to hurt you. But they're a bit all over the place because they also don't want to lose you. But they're aware that if they come near you, they might hurt you because they've not healed what they went through. But they're starting to take responsibility, accountability. And again, I pulled that reverse, so this is somebody that might not be able to see how this comes together. So maybe you're actually mirroring. You both can't see how this would work. And somebody wants to communicate that, but they don't know how. But in that case, you just talk to the person. Because they're having very vivid dreams. And they lied about something. That keeps coming out. And will you forgive them? That's the same order. Been learning a lot. This is people awakening. Can't stand not to. Yeah, that's basically the current vibe. Go and fucking have a scout about YouTube. This person wants to talk to you. I send you telepathic messages. You're so different than what I'm used to, but I like it. Because someone doesn't want toxic anymore. Sorry, I'm just being blunt. This is a group of guys that have chose women that they're waking up to toxicity. I'm thinking about making you an offer. So is this the journey someone's... Look, that's what I said. Like, if you're the feminine, you don't see. Because you're busy, like, sorting out your own shit. That someone's going through their shit, and then when they're through that, they want to come for that. Look, I pushed you away because I was scared, not because I didn't like you. You're so beautiful. No one makes me feel the way you do. This person's all over the place. I'm not ready for commitment. But that, you see, that could mean I'm not ready. Like, I don't want to come full blown, like, I want to marry you, I want to have a family. It's like, but I want to talk. Like, what is this? I keep seeing signs everywhere I go. What is this? Like, I'm more open than... Look, I've never felt this before. If you put a spell on me, like, I'm really funny. Some people think that, and it's like, no, mate, I'm not the one that's put a spell on you. You've been put under a spell of manipulation with other folk. So many songs remind me of you. Now is not the right time. I'm so grateful for you. The silence is killing me. The overriding feeling here is someone needs you and they need to talk. Trying to trust. That's right. Like, these cards are annoying me. That's somebody that's making excuses. I'm trying to trust in divine timing. It's fear. I fear that that's... I said that before I picked that up. I fear that if you get too close, you'll hurt me. But I do want to follow my heart. I miss holding you. So that, like, this is just someone that's not... It's not going away. Right, I nearly used the whole deck again. So tell us something else, feminine. Look, you don't see, because you're sorting your own stuff out, that someone's about to reach you. They're just going through something. Look, they're at the finish line. That secret's going to come out. All the feelings are coming. Oh, look, repressed feelings. That's what the Pisces moon's about. Subconscious. Everything's going to be... Well, it's kind of interesting. If it's a normal Pisces full moon, your subconscious would be lit up and everything that you push down is going to come to the surface, and it could be very upsetting. Not just about if you're in love with someone, everything. Like, if someone's died in the past and you didn't grieve them, everything will come up all at once. It's like, well, I always say, it's like after, when that happens, like, he's not drinking because his dad was an alcoholic, and then he falls in love with her and he starts drinking because he can't handle the feelings. And it's not because she's done something wrong, it's because she's awakened feelings in him that he'd shut down, and when that comes up, you can't, you know what I mean? It's that's why it's a good example of... Oh, hello, as I just said that. Look, divine feminine, you can't see that somebody is at the end of something, accepting their feelings, and that this is... You both feel the same. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, and that's so young. And I mean, I don't know if you'll know that, but now, you know, just maybe watch it back. And I mean, I do mediumship on a Monday. So, I mean, but I know it's Sunday, but you know what I mean? It's kind of like... And I think, again, it's going to be really funny tomorrow because I don't know what I was finding. I do and I don't. Like, there's definitely bits of my night I won't talk about because, like I said, Edinburgh's like a fishbowl, and it's not like there's any really juicy gossip or anything, but it's just kind of like it's not appropriate, right? You know what I mean? I'm just like I'm not wanting to talk about people and stuff, but it's like, but I will talk about the other people that are fucking randoms. You know what I mean? Because it's like because it was just, but I actually really can't remember what was so funny. What I will say is that what I found funny, right, was there was this wee 25-year-old guy that started talking to us when we were eating our chips. He just randomly started talking. And he was like, he said something like, you know, what are you eating? And I was like, chips. And he was like, what have you got? And I was like, chips and cheese, but they're shit because I didn't put the salt in them. And he was like, oh, I thought you had a kebab. And basically he was like, he wanted us to have a kebab so he could see if the kebab was any good. And I was like, listen, mate, you got to take more risks in life. It's cheap as chips in there, no pun intended. Like, you know, you got to take a risk. But really, what I came to the conclusion of, after he stood and had a heart-to-heart with me and my best pal on the street, like we're totally honestly talking about heart to hearts and that. He was asking me if I had kids, if she had kids, do you want kids? And then he was talking about how many kids do you want, and he was telling us how many kids he wanted, and it was like a really nice wee heart to heart. But in the end, the guy scored not only her chips, but then mine. I think it was like I think he'd said to his pals, watch this, I'm gonna get somebody's chips. But that's why I wrote, I was like, the joke was on him because I ate what I wanted and I was done. But it was kind of funny. I feel like he manipulated us a bit. But I was quite impressed. I was quite impressed. And I said, and then I even said this morning, I went, you know, the thing that I feel a bit betrayed by is if none of that was genuine and he was just talking shite to us to get the chips, I feel quite betrayed. But I don't think he was. I think he was taking the opportunity with two older women in the street to kind of have a wee, you know. But I was giving him a wee warning in the street. I went, just make sure you don't pick a Jezebel. That's what you got to do. You got to be careful. Be friends with them, get to know, fancy them, all that, yeah, whatever. But just maybe take it a wee bit slow until you work out who the fuck this person is. But it was just funny. It was because when we walked away, I could have sworn somebody was like, you know, loud celebrating and all that. I mean, is that fucking guy celebrating because he got our chips? But it might not have been. But I swear to God, it did sound like it was quite funny. So if people could let me know, is that a thing? Do people go up to people and try to... But they really have earned a lot, so either he's on really hard times or it's a bit of a fun thing he does, but quite funny. Yeah, that's the secret that's going to come out. Some days never go over you. Okay, now let's look from the guys. Well, we did just see what the guy was saying, but... It builds character. Yes, but anyway, my point in that being is, I wouldn't be surprised if it's your dad that's been like, right, I think my son would connect with the way you deliver the message. I could see you're a bit hungover, but I'm going to take this opportunity for you to deliver the message. You can be the judge of that. I'm just sort of saying it might be the thing. But what we'll do is, if you're open to this, when I do the live tomorrow, don't tell me anything else. You know, so I know that happened when you were 10. Don't tell me anything else about your dad. And then if you're wanting to hear, I'll put it out there to get some stories that I couldn't possibly know. And, you know, and then, well, you know, then unfortunately, if the same story comes out, that really is him coming back through to tell it. And by the way, thank you for sending whatever that was, Heather. Damn, these are hitting hard. Oh dear. I threw you a sub, by the way. What do you mean? Did you send one of the wee virtual gifts or something? Thank you. The first... Oh, right, a subscription. I thought you were meaning you sent one of those virtual jewels or something. Good, yes. The first time I came into her live, I gave her a real random. What do you mean? No problems. If I can get on the live about... Yeah, I usually go live about 8 o'clock UK time. And if my hangover's kicked in and it's a 2-day one, it might not be. I'm usually there for ages. Like... Right, okay, so this is someone that's been quite withdrawn in hermit mode. They're coming out of hermit mode to confess their feelings. But you don't see it. And I don't always say that. I know everybody says, you don't see this coming, but I don't think you see this coming. It's going to take you a bit. It's going to take you back. Now, let's just shuffle these again and let's see where the masculine's at. Now, I'm just warning you guys, the battery's 24%. It could literally just turn off in when it goes down to 20%, basically, because this phone is a big, heavy piece of shit. Even though it's meant to be like the up-to-date phone, it's too heavy. But the camera and the video is amazing. Actually, I did film when that... I was just filmed them all, but I filmed when that song came on. And also, my best friend was laughing because before we went out, I had SoundCloud on, and it kept rolling on to songs I hadn't heard. And it was like, oh my God, I've just had an ear orgasm, because it was Journey and Alesso. And I was like, I've never heard this in my life, but that is my new favourite song. So, because Journey is my favourite, and then I love anything like Alesso, and I always get the guy. What's the other guy? I always get him mixed up. Swedish House Mafia and all that. Like, I saw them at Tea in the Park once. It was amazing. Again, something I would be terrified to do now. I don't know how the fuck I done any of that. Right. But this is what I mean. We've not got a lot of fear when we're younger, and you get older, and then you realise you've got things like ADHD and blah, 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 and whatever else. And you're like, holy fucking shit. That'd be terrifying now. You're doing better than me. I'm at 11%. Oh, dear. All right. Yeah. Tyrone did take over. Yeah. If we talk any longer, he'll come in. Because he... Oh, it's not these cards. He likes the hot guy cards, but... We're at 12 likes now, too. Thanks, guys. Feeling the love. Right. So, let's hear from the feminine now. Because that was very simple. The feminine doesn't see... Or maybe you do see it and you feel it at some point. But... It's just... Yeah, it's going to come when you least expect it. You know what I mean? Someone's just going to be like, knock, knock. Or... ding dong, or buzz, or obviously someone's coming at your door. I'm like, or you get a text or a call or a... But because I went on about the door so much, I think it's the door. Right, where is this masculine? Makes sense. But that's kind of complicated, actually. The feminine twin is activating the higher self in the masculine. Again, so currently this masculine could be resisting embracing those feelings. They're battling against it, because the masculine's feminine energy is their feelings. So they could be like, something's happening, but you could be trying to contain it. Oh, sorry, it's so funny what's coming out here. It's not really today what I'm reading. It's like, I'm just thinking of some of the things I read in yesterday's. It's like weird how it... Yes, I'm just noticing things. Yeah, look. Right, see, that's how it's going to be. So this is a masculine group that are battling against their deeper feelings of love. Trying to keep it down, it's not working. But so the God's like, right, we'll just activate your sexual energy then. And then but then that would be like yearning, craving, I can't get you out my head. That's more than like, you know, I think we all know what those words mean. This is like, that's what I mean. That's not like you're just got the hot, that's like, that's intense. That's Kundalini Awakening. I wouldn't be surprised if I pull out Kundalini Awakening. Exactly. Dark Night of the Soul. Remember, Dark Night of the Soul isn't someone's always walking about depressed. Like, that can be someone's really moody, more moody than usual, deeply unhappy, snapping at everyone, not themselves, in a dark place because they're in love with someone that they're trying to push it down and, you know, craving somebody. Spiraling. Having a meltdown, basically. Connor, when did you get here? Connor, you're going to love my stories of my drunken night out. Remember, you've said that to me loads of times. I'm not being funny. I actually could have a show in the festival about my night last night. But the show in the festival's just going to be on the channel. Meet me tomorrow here at 8, guys. But yeah. That's mad. If it was 2012, you've seen Swedish House Mafia. I think we've had that conversation. Yeah. It was amazing, wasn't it? Wait a minute, actually, no. I think we've had this conversation. Oh, wait a minute, was it? Maybe it was. Nah, it wasn't. We've had this conversation before. It wasn't. No, I never. The first year I went was 2014. Yeah, it was 2014. I think that was I think the year I went was the last year they were playing. But remember, I get Swedish House Mafia mixed up with with a lesser. I'm sure it was Swedish House Mafia. It was fucking amazing. And also, it was so funny. I lost all my friends, and I actually got caught up with a whole load of people I didn't know. I think it was actually a whole load of my Twin Flames pals. Actually, honestly, don't ask me how that happens. But it was like it was. They were nice people, but I didn't fucking know any of them. Thank God they looked after me, but. There was some wee guy who was like totally away with it, and it was like I was actually quite worried. I thought, fucking hell, he's going to be needing to go to the ambulance place soon. But it's quite mental. Showing off you can dance. Where? Hello, Brandon. How are you doing? Yeah, I think I remember speaking about it. Yeah, I do. I think we did. Yeah, because I was like, oh yeah, and then I was like, nah, I was a bit late to the game. I went to it was 2014, 2015. Basically, I went to 2015 and I camped like the Thursday through to Sunday, and then I done it the next year as well on the 2015, and then 2016 I just went for the day. Is that right? And then that was it. Yeah, I feel like I went more than that, but I think that's it. I just camped 2 years in a row, and then yeah, quite funny. I actually texted my I was so pissed, like it was, and I text my twin flame, and then as fate would have it, well, that's what he said anyway. Well, actually, did he? I think maybe somebody else told me somebody stole his phone. So I was like, thanks God, maybe he'll never know. But because he did reply right away, actually, he replied right away. And then I think. Maybe he lied to me. Maybe somebody didn't. Nah, I think somebody did because he changed his photo. I remember thinking like, I think they stole his phone and then they changed the photo to like him sleeping or something. It's just quite brutal. That's quite funny though. Integration. I'm sorry for laughing about that twin flame, but I do remember that. I do kind of feel like that's shit for him, but kind of good for me, because I was kind of mortified. But he did reply right away. Just saying. Oh, what song's going off? You keep on running around with every girl in town. That's what that song's saying. You keep on running around with every girl in town. Or guy in town, sorry, because it's a guy saying it. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Oh, we're not going back into that story for fuck's sake. Yeah, whatever that song is. You keep on running around with every guy in town. Right, there's clearly a theme here. I've come here to be the foghorn to help the guys out, and my phone's going to cut out any minute, by the way. You keep on running around every night, every day, still worry you don't feel the same every day. Can't help but worry you keep on running around with all the women in town. Oh, I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you. I will be kicking you out. Sorry, awkward. With all the women in town, I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I'll be kicking you out. I'll be kicking you out. But what's that with women? It's like someone's out with it. See, it's that card with the women with the drinks. Outward pals. You keep on running around with all the women in town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. Maybe somebody's just partying too hard and it's like, oh, I don't know. That's just fucking quite funny though, isn't it? Right, so anyway. This was about the masculines going through huge multi-dimensional healing. Try to resist the feelings. So God's going to access you in a different way and be like, right, we're going to turn you on in that way. And it's going to turn on your feelings. Clearing all the energy blocks. You're coming online in a big way. Yep. You're resisting blossoming into your real self. This is another group there. Look, Saint Germain. Energy's coming through. Clearing the energy. Then you're going to eventually start reprogramming your soul, getting a higher awareness. So it's just going to go the same way. Even the people that resist, it's going to be intense. You're going to need to stay grounded. Past life healing. The past life healing is someone's like resisting their feelings for someone from the past. And we need to quickly go to that deck to see if that card comes out again. Yep, look. I need to pour love into myself. And then I'll be packing my case and I'll be on my way. I was trying to juggle in ending an old cycle and coming towards you because you were always very caring and kind and compassionate, and that's what I want in my life. I wouldn't be surprised if a King of Cups comes out, and that's who I want to give it all to. I didn't mean in that way, that sounded wrong. I meant like that's who I think we know what I meant. Like, if I've worked hard and I want to share my life with someone, I want to share it with someone like you. That sounds like a song. But anyone else, I'm like, nah, you're not getting it. I'm holding back my money and my life and my energy from Jezebels. Yep, they try to keep me stuck. And now I'm just in sleepless nights. So I'm like, oh fuck, I fucking picked the wrong one. Anxiety, worry, fear, depression, nightmare. The secret's coming out. Look, look. Someone's been trying to hide it. Betrayal, deception, getting away with it, strategy. Someone's like, shit, I can't hide how strongly I feel. 7th of September. I feel depressed and regret, failure, disappointment. I feel like shit. And so I'm just going to reach the finish line with the person I wanted all along. See, I told you, I knew it was going to come out with that again. Different groups of twin flames, and it's all going that way. But this one's a wee bit more resistant. The one I read before, someone's like coming in. Don't want to keep hurting you. Oh, and then it's in reverse, you see? I don't want to keep hurting you, so I worked on what my issues were. I don't want to lose you. I'm taking responsibility for my mistakes. And I'm overcoming my childhood trauma, but that's in reverse. Someone's been working on their healing. Trust me. I've had very vivid dreams of you. I'm sorry for lying to you. I can't get you out of my head. Can't get you out of my head. You're so beautiful. Pushed you away because we're scared. Well, that makes sense because that does look like they're in love. And then that guy could have been scared that someone was going to come and get her. I'm thinking about making you an offer. But you see, not all women are like that, because a lot of people were hitting on me. 2 people hit on me last night. And I very politely declined. I thought the guy was going to be a dick after, and he wasn't. So he was a really nice guy. He was just being nice and dancing and that, and he was just, you know, he tried. But I respect, you know what I mean? It's like, I think it's... Because somebody could be like a right wanker, but he wasn't. You're so different than that, but I'm used to it, but I like it. I'm not ready for commitment. I keep seeing signs of you everywhere I go. I've never felt a love like this before. But the point of me saying that is, let's face it, I wouldn't need to do that. I could have entertained that. But I can't stop thinking about you, and I'm going to surprise you. Yep. Now is not the right time. What's that all about? Delay. Look, that is someone's like telling themselves it's not the right time, I need to wait, and then they're just going to surprise themselves and do it. Because it's just fear. And then that's why they made me say what I'm saying, because I know I need to stop because I'm just getting too deep into it. But it's like, if I can be that loyal when I don't need to be, do you know what I'm saying? I don't need to be. Why am I like, you know what I mean? Like mine could be out, mine could be this, mine could be fucking married, like any of it. I don't know. So it's, yeah, look, holding back, risk taking, that wants to give equally. Here's my heart. Look, King of Cups, I said that. I'm the King of Cups. That's someone that's like, I've taken ages to grow into this, but that's when someone stops resisting it. And I think the phone might cut me off now. I'm matching your energy. You told me you love me. I can tell you that back now, but then I might run away because I'm scared, but I want to close out this cycle. I nearly got you in Leo season, but I bottled it. But I'm still heading to you, because that's the card before the union. because I'm in alignment. I don't want this to be a missed opportunity. So I'm going to run like fuck. I'm going to hurry up. It's Virgo season, but hey. At least it'll be bringing in the truth, karmic justice. Someone could have been going through legal things, kept an eye on you while that was going on, because a group was working against them. Could have been costly, taking inner strength. Look, see what I mean? I keep seeing that now as an ex in somebody's ear, and you're staying calm. Oh, look, that's definitely that. Someone's put a toxic situation behind them. Somewhere where someone that could be like someone out there talking shit and everything. Because look at that devil card if you've never seen it. Addiction, sex, attachment, but like, look, that's because she's sitting on a pile of money. That's someone's that's the healing that somebody needed to heal from that they've done. And stayed calm while someone's been a nightmare. And now they're ready to invest. And wants a union. Look, I'm in love. I want to be with you. And in this case, this person might want to marry you. Because I'm in balance and I'm gotten sober. And I'm like, you're the one that makes me really happy. And that's going to be the shock. That's the that's what it is. That's the shock when this person comes in and says all of that. Because look how much, it's no funny, but look how much the person resisted it. I'm just laughing because I was having lots of conversations last night about players, and just it's funny when you get a male's perspective. Because when someone tries to spin me that thing about players, and it's like, yeah, whatever. Players don't fool me. There's always another story behind it. Yeah, a masculine's going to shock a feminine. A group of masculines are going to shock a feminine because they've actually resisted. They've resisted their feelings, and then at some point they've actually started doing the work. And now they're accepting that they're in love, that you're a matching couple, that you've got potential to be really happy. For some of you, there's actual babies that are meant to come in. And it's all divinely orchestrated. And that's going to be the big revelation. And I think we're done here now. We could get one of these. If this phone cuts off, it'll be so annoying because it'll say I'm live for ages. Oh, hello, Rebecca. I'm just leaving. There's me and my pillow. Oh, was that the worried one? Oh. Yep. Oh, but then look, it's coming in with a bit of the tea. Chose a karmic soulmate before that. But that contract's over. Yeah, that contract's over because it was the devil. It was toxic. The person wasn't the devil, but it was toxic. Look, begging. Now, begging in reverse. I think that someone had a hard time getting over, that's codependency. Like, someone could have been really scared to leave that connection. But there's none of that going on now. You see, it's in reverse. Like, and that could be the ex begging, the karmic soulmates begging the person back, and they're like, no, I'm not going back there. You're insecure. They could be doing more than hinting. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, no, it's not love. Look, they're all reversed now. You're not my destiny. You were a part of my life. That's, oh my God, sorry, that's dead now. You know what I mean? That's brutal. That one didn't come out before, but it's over. So if you're a feminine and you're worrying about someone going back to an ex, you don't need. They already done that, and that's what they found out. This is a no-go. Endings bring new beginnings. That's what you said. One of you said that on the chat. Yeah, boom, exactly. Growth, change, liberation, transition. And that word keeps coming out. People are... Boom, drop the mic indeed. This is what I've channeled for the past few weeks. This is the end of karmic marriages, definitely. And in some cases, karmic marriages end. And it's so interesting because I'm seeing something clairvoyantly in my head when I've saw things like this happen in the public that I knew wasn't real, that's broken down. And then I think I'll see things publicly come about with people who they're meant to be with. As everybody's this is the same energy for that one. So if you want to watch the one that I done for today, right, that I done on Friday, that's what I said. Everyone's going to be gossiping this time about two people that were kept apart, whether it's self-sabotage or people keeping it apart. And everyone's going to be watching this time it come together and not be able to stop it. And that's the justice. Secrets coming out. Moving the next chess piece. Yeah, and the hidden enemies, they're out the picture. Love wins. That's cheesy, but it's true. Love wins indeed. You'll be free to do what you want. That's where I'm like, let's just leave this pair. That's the sacred sexuality coming into alignment. I love yous, proposals. Saying fuck this to the past. That's the full moon in Pisces putting endings in. Look, and a more hopeful, positive, optimistic future. And that's the feminine, like, I'm just walking over here. You can catch up. And then he's like, hang on. You're my one. You're my love. Hang on, I'm coming. Hang on. I've got it. Look, I'm fucking in. I'm leaving. Hang on. I'm not being funny. That's me. That's a lot of the feminines. It's like, I'm sorry. I've had so many cut-offs this year. It's not funny. That guy's got till the end of August, and I'm not opening the door. He can talk to me through the letterbox. I'm not joking. I could just find him one day sitting on my doormat. Oh, 10% battery. I think that's good because I'm starting to go into weird territory here. Yeah, look. Someone's been in Hangman too long about a wish fulfillment. Yeah, look, this can be someone with a work addiction. Stuck in their head. I'll just sort of bury my head in work and deal with this later. Yeah, I'll just go the wrong way. I'll just tell myself I've not got anything to go towards the person I really want. Remember I said that's somebody that's got it going on. Whether it's your energy or, you know... And it's not, you know what I mean? It's, I don't know. Because I was feeling good last night, I was attracting people. But I find it really annoying. I really do. I've got fuck off stamped on my forehead. It's just, I wish I did have the excuse of a boyfriend or a husband. I'm like, fuck off. I just want to dance. Fuck off. But actually last night I liked what one of the guys I was talking to was nice. But that's what I mean. I did have to say, like, look. But it was, okay, I'm going to say this. If this somehow gets back to that guy, I think he's a good guy. So he'd get what it is funny. But what I'm saying is, it's like, I wanted to let him know that I would talk, like, I could talk to him, but, like, I'm not interested kind of thing. Because I thought, I'm not, like, leading you on. I'm just, but what I said was, but it's hilarious because I always do this. I said, what was that? I said, if I didn't want to talk to you, I wouldn't give you the time of day. And he was like, oh, cheers. And I was like, no, I didn't mean in a horrible way. What I meant is you know, would other people get what I meant? What I meant was, if you were bothering me and I didn't want to talk to you, I would have like really made it obvious and kept going to the toilet or kept going to the bar. But like, he was quite funny. Do you know what I mean? Like, and we knew a lot of the same people, and he was a good laugh. And then there was an older guy that was funny, and yeah, we were just talking about it, and it was funny. Like, I like nights like that. I've not had a night like that for ages. It was funny. But, yeah, look. Oh, my God. Here he is. But this guy's still telling himself. So, yeah, look. The happy, divine love, happy ever after is in grasp. After a painful ending. But yeah, look, this guy's leaving her out on her own, footloose and fancy free, attracting other men. Look, there's another man. That could be someone else. That could come to cause a blockage if you keep doing that. And then it's bad luck, and it's... Look, immaturity, creative blocks, and doubt. If you don't go for it, you lose the opportunities. Carpe diem. Look, and then someone's burdened, the phone's going to die, but I'm just invested in the story. Look, are you going to pick the hard path again, or are you going to... Yeah, look, the hard path of being manipulated by, oh my God, what is that about? Toxic people, because it's upright, staying in something that's not right and being manipulated by family. That could be a karmic person's family. Look, all these people could be bullying somebody to stay in something. It's just painful. If that's present or past, that was painful. And they're betraying you. Overloading you, confusing you. That's gaslighting again. Look, conflict. And that's going to end. So if someone's still in that, that's going to come at an end. Could have been all about money. Look, I want your money. That's, sorry, but it is, look. Legacy, 10 of Pentacles, that's a lot of money. And look at the big fucking fancy house as well. And that's someone putting in hard work. For a long time, because that's an older man. Look, a long time, and I pull the 90 coins, it's... Yeah, like, overwhelmed. And then that's a feminine, it's under, anyway, it's getting a bit ridiculous because I'm pulling all the cards now. I think the stories, I should have just left it on the wee happy couple. Let's just do that again. That's what we're focusing on. Please be patient a little while longer. Will you ever forgive me? So that could be, please be patient a little while longer. I've never felt this way. Shitting myself. And I'm worried about how I behaved before. And what if you don't accept me for really I am? Like, I've accepted my shadow, or I'm trying to... that's that thing about someone needs to forgive themselves. Because you're very intimidating. And whoever you are very intimidating. Because she's like, yeah, you can come and talk to me, but... Well, in the case of me, you can talk through the letterbox, you know what I mean? It's like... everything I do it for a future. I feel so much regret for everything I've said and done. Send you telepathic messages. Well, that's no good anymore.